Here comes an attack from Star Valley. That one blocked, deflected, and down. Now it's over. Now it is over. Evanston with the defensive block, and they win set 4.
And we welcome you to a special edition of the 2021 My Local Radio Sports broadcast. It's the broadcast. Well, we're having some problems with our camera.
It wouldn't be a special broadcast if we didn't have special technical issues at the very beginning, Elan. I'm telling you.
Exactly.
Just
anyway,
the way that it be sometimes.
We are off and running now, I do believe. It's the 2021 EHS Volleyball Alumni Tournament. They've played 2 games thus far. We've got 2 more games to play in pool play. On your screen right now, you have teams 1 and 4. Right now, team 4 on top. I believe it is 11-5. Running through the lineups of team 4, you've got team captain, the setter, Taylor Peterson, Ricky Shantz, Ricky Gerard, Mariah Stout, and Corey Drew. And on the left side of your screen, Jess Chandler, Jody Mitchell, Aaron Kirby, and Brianna Sanders. So this is going to be a very light broadcast, very just kind of fun little day of volleyball as we get to see some of the returning legends return to Evanston for Evanston Volleyball.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool to see everybody out onto the court right now, and it's just I don't want to use the term levity, but I mean, like, it's fun volleyball. It's just back and forth. It's good banter, and it's just kind of like a cool little workout for everybody coming out here. Really fun, as it's bringing out the competitive nature in all of these athletes that have played long ago.
Ricky Shantz sends a missile to the back row, received by Kirby, punched over by Chandler, and that one goes long. And it's 2 games to 20, so it's not best 2 out of 3. They're just going to play 2 games to 20, and then, of course, top records are going to decide it. Mitchell sends one towards the back row off of Daru and into the bench.
Yeah, she's got a missile.
Yeah.
She's still got it.
Yeah. I think that's going to be kind of a recurring theme, is a lot of these players still know how to put the ball inside the square.
I think you're absolutely right. We've seen it quite a few times as we're starting to get ready into this broadcast. It has surprised me, just the competitive nature and the athleticism. We've seen some rockets coming across the top of the net here.
Gerard goes into the block, and the points remain with Team 1. Again, that's Jody Bruce Mitchell, class of 2004, serving for that team. Dump set by Taylor Peterson. Great receive. Here comes Kirby, and she drops it down on the left sideline. Aaron Kirby, an Evanston volleyball legend, and good to see her back in E-Town.
It's good to see everybody back here, and wasted no time in recovering well and putting it right down the line. That was pretty fun.
Bruce Mitchell to serve again for Team 1. Taylor setting up left side and blocked by Chandler over the back line. Nice hit there by Ricky Solaga Gerard, class of 2005. But the points go to this team on the right, and serving will be looking at the wrong roster. Excuse me, that was Mariah Stout with the serve for Team 4. Peterson cross set, left side. Shantz drops that one down.
Man, I got shaken up. I got my my ankle's broken on the camera there. I was like.
Elan and Cody Olsen, happy to bring you this really just fun broadcast, a celebration of Evanston volleyball greats past and not too past. I mean, of course, Taylor Peterson on that team that made a run to the Consolation Championship. Aaron Kirby on the team that made a run to the championship, class of 2010. Serve by Chandler, received by Drew in the back row. Taylor cross set shots, but it's taken away by Kirby, but they're going to call shots into the nets.
Yeah, we've seen that quite a few times, and whether you're playing high school ball or, pickup ball later on, you got to keep your eye out for staying out of the net there.
Serve received, dump set by Peterson. Great dig by Bruce Mitchell. Shots pass back to Peterson, goes right back to Ricky over the right corner. And the point goes to Team 1. Again, that's Jess Chandler, Jody, Bruce Mitchell, Aaron Kirby, and Brianna Sanders. It is Chandler with the serve. Receive back row, DeRue. Shots left side. Good dig by Bruce Mitchell. Chandler chases it down. Sent back by Kirby. Received DeRue back row. Cross set, Peterson, left side. Shots over the top of the net. Kept in by Kirby. Chandler pops it over, and that's going to go over the right sideline. Point goes to Team 4.
Pretty fun rally we're seeing quite a few times where people are laying their bodies out here, trying to get that ball staying up in the air. Still got it. Still got it.
Worthy to note on Team 1, you've got Jess Chandler, Aaron Kirby, and Brianna Sanders, all class of 2010, so there's definite chemistry there as it is Sanders who launches it at the back row, bounces it off of Stout and over the right sideline. And earlier, Team 1 was down by a pretty fair margin, but they've clawed their way back into this one.
Yeah, they're coming back into it a little bit, clawing, going back and forth, putting the fundamentals in there, getting back into this game.
Peterson setting up, I believe that was Gerard who puts it over. Bruce Mitchell into the block of Peterson, sent back and diving Ricky Shantz, can't get to it. Point goes to Team 1. How it is a 5-point game, but it's a race to 20. So Team 4 looking very good in this one.
Yeah, only 2 points away. They can taste victory right here. Let's see if they can put it away. And that's not going to happen that way.
Huge block by Aaron Kirby. And the run continues for Team 1. Serving for Team 1 is Brianna Sanders, class of 2010. Received shots, back row, dump set. Peterson bopped up high by Chandler. Sanders goes back to Kirby. She sends it over with her back to the net. Received by DeRue, left side shots. And the former Green River coach shows she can still play with the best of them.
Yep.
Puts it in the back row.
Shaved the top of the net, put it right in front of the defense. Great placement. It's like she knows what she's doing.
Game point for Team 4. Served by Gerard. Receive by Team 1. Jody Bruce Mitchell puts it over. Here comes Shantz for the win. Light hit. Diving dig by Kirby, but it's out of bounds. And that is point number 20. And that's the end of the first match between these two. They'll play 2 matches here in pool play.
Yep.
And then after that, we'll have our final pool play match featuring Team 2 and 3. Team 2, Kinsey Collins, Lauren Thomas Lubeck, Eliza Cooper Huntley, Alyssa Hangstrom, Kaylee Critchfield MacArthur, and then Team 3, Jesse Sowers, Megan Stout, Miranda Critchfield, Haley Barker Hicks, and Alexa Leland.
You know, between all of these fine young ladies out onto the court, there's a lot of volleyball experience between all of them, Elan, and
Absolutely.
It's kind of fun to see the mesh between, more recent, and then we have a little bit later, and I bet, the combined volleyball experience within this little bracket that we got going on here is, I dare say, quite a bit older than me and you.
Well,
just in pure volleyball experience.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, looking at the most recent graduate in participating in today's tournament, that's Taylor Peterson, who just was on the Red Devil volleyball team back in 2020. So graduated in 2021, and the furthest away from graduation, Ricky Shantz back in 2000. And Ricky's showing she's still got it.
Yep, and I think that that's going to be a reoccurring theme. We're going to be like, whoa. Well, many moons ago, she was able to do it, and guess what? She can still do it now. So it's pretty fun to see everybody going at it. They're flipping sides of the court now, I believe, and next one to 20. Elan, correct me if I'm wrong. It is only 2 games.
Yeah, only 2 games.
And so are they taking a point differential to determine who the higher seed is in terms of these 2 wins?
Well, I think what they're doing is each counts as its own game, and then it's going to be the best record would determine seeding. So They just added a win to their win column, and now here's Team 4 with a chance, or
I
Team
see.
1 to add it.
So it's not now. I'm just kind of making it simple for me. It's not two teams playing against each other. One advances or gets a higher seed.
Yeah.
It's like a culmination of games.
The regular
won.
season started at 9 a.m. and it'll end after. For these two teams after the
almost as
match
long
we
as
have
the
here.
NBA season we got going on here.
Jody Bruce Mitchell with the opening serve just over the back line.
That was close.
And the first point goes to Team 4, who took the first match 20-15. Served by DeRue, received by Bruce Mitchell. Chandler bops it up high, sent back over by Sanders. Here comes shots left side, and she does it again. Except she's outside the antenna. The point goes back to Team 4. Or excuse me, Team 1. Team 1 on the right side, Team 4 on the left side. They switched sides.
They did switch sides now, yep.
Chandler with the serve. Over return, and now here comes Team 1 with a chance. Chandler pushes it over. Peterson, set, left side shots, drops it down cross court on the right sideline.
Redemption there, Elan. Redemption.
Ricky Shantz, again, longtime head coach for Green River Volleyball, even has a state title to her name, if memory serves me correctly. Serve by Gerard, and now here comes Team 1. Right side Sanders received DeRue, bopped up high Peterson. Shots misfires into the net, and we're knotted up at 2 again.
Back and forth. Good play between each of these respective teams. They're going to coach down here on the left side quite often. We'll see if she can pull it through.
2010's Brianna Sanders to serve. Goes into the net and the lead. Back to Team 4. Taylor Peterson, Ricky Bruce Shantz, Ricky Saloga Gerard, Mariah Stout, and Corey DeRue. It's Peterson to serve. Receive back row Sanders. Chased down by Chandler. Sent back Sanders. Right side Shantz looking for the back row, denied by Kirby. Left side Mitchell, denied DeRue. Dump set Peterson, read well by Mitchell. Calm down. And now right side Shantz looking for the back row. Diving Chandler sends it back. Peterson back sets to DeRue. Right side Shantz, who punches it over. Sister Jody receives and now sent back over by Team 1. Good volley we got going on here.
Yeah, we do quite a bit.
And it ends as Taylor Peterson sends it for the left back row. Diving Brianna Sanders can't get there.
And the ball is saying, I'm out.
Yep. So tied at 3 according to the scoreboard here. Peterson to serve yet again. That one, a bullet in the back row, down for the ace, and a fresh lead for Team 4. I knew I was right. They just corrected it to 5-2. Team 4.
There you go. You're on the ball, Elan.
Served by Peterson into the net, and it'll go right back to Team 1. Aaron Kirby, the Wyoming volleyball legend, to serve for Team 1. That one, a raindrop serve right at Shantz. Peterson sends back to Ricky off of the fingertips of Chandler on the block, sent back by Sanders. Chandler can't get there despite a dive, and it drops down on their side of the hardwood. 3-point lead for Team 4, who won the first one. Shantz sends this one towards the right side. Punched back over by Chandler. It goes off of a diving defender and over the left sideline. And Chandler cuts the gap down to 2.
Do you think we could hang in this tournament, Elan?
Absolutely not. Served by Jody Bruce Mitchell. Received by Team 4. Left side, really dropping the hammer there, was Gerard. Class of 2005, just a touch too long. And it's a 1-point game. Received by Gerard. Cross at Pearson. Back to Gerard. Looking for the back row and drops it in no man's land between Kirby and Bruce. Salaga. Excuse me, Bruce Mitchell. There's so many.
I know. We're doing this on the
family
fly
names
too.
Here,
so
guys. Sorry. Serve will be Mariah Stout. She puts something into it. Sanders with the dig in the back row, and there's Kirby going left to right corner, drops it in. And it's a 1-point game. Jessica Chandler to serve. No rotations in this one.
No breaks. All gas, no breaks, ladies.
Serve received by Daru. Shantz left side, lightly hits it over, looking for the left corner. Sanders says no. Chandler cross set right back to Kirby. Pushed back over, deflected high by Stout. Daru chases it into the stands and can't get there. And we're all knotted up at 7. It's a game to 20 here on mylocalradio.com. I want to thank you for joining us on this special presentation. Served by Chandler, received Daru. Peterson dump set, and Bruce Mitchell with the diving hit puts it into the stands, and Team 4 retakes the lead.
Got to be quick on your feet. That one was very sneaky.
2019's Corey Daru to serve. Arcing serve received by Sanders. Kirby puts it over to Bruce Mitchell. She clears it out. Over return by Team 4, kept alive by Peterson. Left side, shots blocked by Kirby, but she didn't get all of it. It drops down on her side of the hardwood. And a 9-7 lead now for Team 4. Corey Daru to do it again. She's got the Just Do It t-shirt on. And that's exactly what
good
her
sponsorship.
plan is.
Good sponsorship there.
Serve receive Kirby. Chandler cross back left side. Jody Bruce Mitchell blocked by Peterson, but it is through her and down. 1-point lead for Team 4 as Brianna Sanders from 2010.
Yeah, no, well, one thing I've noticed pretty early on in this game, Elan, is that, our largest lead was like 2 points. These teams have been going back and forth, very, very good at challenging each other, finding each other's weaknesses, and playing to each other's strengths.
Sanders with an ace in the back row. Knots it up at 9. Beautiful strike.
Just like that, we're tied up.
And it's a race to 10. Served by Sanders. Light serve received by Gerard. Left side Shantz looking for the back row. Denied by Sanders. Chandler light set, and Kirby tries to drop the hander. Great dig by Gerard in the back row. Sent back over by Peterson. Chandler with the pushover, and now Team 4 with a chance. Shantz left side looking for the right sideline. Denied by the sister, but it's over the right sideline. Might be some sibling rivalry going on there.
I think you might be right, Elan. And believe me, if I were out there, I'd be going after my sibling a lot too. It's good. Good challenge for each other.
Serve receive back row Sanders. Kirby setting up Chandler. Puts that one up high, and it just drops over the back line.
Real close, Elan. That one was only mere inches away from being in. It would have been great placement, just a tad too hard.
It's fun to see these but just kind of Evanston legends out on the court that you hear about. You hear about Aaron Kirby. You hear about Chandler. You hear about Ricky Shantz and all of these players that I never got a chance to see while they wore the pitchfork. But it's fun to kind of come back and see their talents in person.
Yeah, it is. Elan, I mean, quite frankly, I think I would pay to be taught at the feet of the masters out here on the court right now. Because got some volleyball blood in me and my family, and I think my mom would probably really appreciate it if I kept that legend going. So,
Kirby with the serve, received by Shantz. Peterson, who's playing at the collegiate level this last year, her first year, over at, I believe it's Western Montana, with the receive. Left side Shantz, looking for the right sideline, and threads it through. 2-point lead for Team 4. They took match 1 of this matchup, I guess you could say. Now Peterson to serve. Missile in the back row, received by Kirby, calmed down by Chandler. Right side pushed over by Sanders, and that one just kind of goes into that Texas Pop Fly area where nobody knows where to go.
Yep,
and it drops down. 1-point lead for Team 4.
Happens to the best of us, including legends, Elan.
Jody Bruce Mitchell to serve for Team 1, received by Gerard. Right side shots, goes off of Curry and into the wall.
That was a laser beam.
And into the wall.
That was a laser beam right off of the forearm, and it almost hit a spectator out there. Everyone's got to keep their head on a swivel a little bit.
Shots to serve with a 2-point lead for Team 4, received by Sanders. Chandler runs out of bounds to keep it alive. Mitchell into the net, And it's 14-11 here in the second matchup. Again, after this, we'll take a quick break. Then we'll have 2 and 3 showing down. Serve, receive, back row by Bruce. Right side, Kirby goes off of Daru and over the back line. She's a very well-known volleyball player, and I think that is a understatement, and that is exactly why.
Yeah, you know what you're getting into. You got to keep your ground, stand your ground there. We'll see what they can do.
Stout tries to put it over the net, blocked. And it's now, I want to say it's
14-12,
14,
right?
13, I think. But as the serve goes to the back row and drops down, according to the score I'm keeping, we're tied at 14, and they just updated it.
We're just a little ahead of the curve, Elan. That's all we're doing here. Good to keep you on a swivel.
Served by Jess Chandler, receive back row, Daru. Peterson cross that left side to Gerard, and now here comes Mitchell looking for the back row, denied by Daru. Shots back to Gerard, who just palms it over, and now Chandler calms it down. Mitchell runs to the right side out of bounds. Third hit, Chandler clears it over, and I think they get called for 4 hits is the call.
Yep, I think you're right, Elan. Ball's heading over to Team 4's side. They're going to benefit off of those 4 hits right there.
Mariah Stout to serve for Team 4. Stout from 2010. Right side, Mitchell goes off of the double block of Gerard and Peterson, and down on the hardwood ties it back up at 15. What a good way to spend a day during a sports break. I mean,
no kidding.
Not just a sports break, but a school break, just a holiday break in particular.
Yeah, I think, the lifeblood of Evanston being able to play these recreational sports. I mean, when you don't have any official high school stuff going on, what better way to spend time than to, gather together and put some good stuff together.
Shots goes off of the back line and out of bounds, and now Team 4 4 points away from taking both matches here. Served by Daru, received by Kirby. Chandler right side to Kirby again, and she drops the hammer. Great dig by Gerard, left side shots. She's looking for the back row. Over return by Mitchell, sent back by Peterson. Chandler back set right side to Kirby, goes out of bounds, going right to left. Just got a little bit too much on it.
Yeah, they're trying to feed her on the right side. They know that on her arm they're going to get back into this game, and you're going to live and die by it. Right now you're down by 2.
Served by Daru, receive Mitchell back row. Chandler goes down to the ground to dig it up. Sent back to Mitchell, who sends it over. Shots left side, looking for the back line, and she's just a touch too strong. 1 point gain, 17-16.
Come down to the wire, Elan. They also have great vibe. Good music happening out here as well.
Served by Kirby, receive back row Daru. Shots left side, down on the right sideline, back row. We're not keeping individual stats, but I guarantee you there's some names that jump off the stat sheet.
Oh, I'm 100% sure that you're right.
Ricky Salaga Gerard to serve for Team 4,
Boom.
and that's an ace. Match point for Team 4, trying to take both matches here.
Huge challenge right now for Team 1. Let's see if they can dig themselves out of this hole when they need it most.
Serve received by Sanders. Kirby back to Sanders with her back to the net. Passes it over. Received by Daru. Peterson back set. Right side. Shots off of Chandler and out of bounds. That's the match. 20-16 here as Team 4 takes both games against Team 1. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have Teams 2 and 3. We'll introduce you to them when we come back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2021 Evanston High School Alumni Volleyball Tournament on mylocalradio.com.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Gee, Tommy, you look amazing. Did you try something different with your enamel?
No way, I wouldn't do anything to alter these pearly whites, but I did see Dr. McKay Frankham, who told me if I didn't floss, I could miss up 35% of food particles.
Really? He told you that?
Yep, and you know what? He's 100% right. I started flossing and now I look better than ever.
Wow, I want to see Dr. McKay Frankham.
Well, give him a call, 307-789-8910. Easy to remember, right?
That's super easy. Dr. McKay Frankham at 307-789-8910. I'll call today.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
A fun little afternoon here at Davis Middle School in Evanston, Wyoming. It's the 2021 Evanston High School Alumni Volleyball Tournament, where we bring back some of our favorite volleyball players from the past and watch them do what they do once more here in Evanston. Elan, Olliff, Cody, Olsen, happy to bring you the action live from Davis Middle School. We just saw Team 4 featuring Ricky Bruchance of Class 2000, Taylor Peterson of 2021, Mariah Stout from 2010, and Corey DeRue from 2019 defeat Team 1 in both of their games. It's in pool play. It's 2 games to 20. In Team 1, you have Jess Chandler from 2010, Jody Bruce Mitchell from 2004, Aaron Kirby from 2010, and Brianna Sanders from 2010. And Team 4 looked pretty impressive, especially Ricky Shantz from Class 2000.
Yeah, they were heading her way. They were giving it to her almost every single time, and it was very abundantly clear that she is the go-to. She is the leader on that team in a game really that's very, very light, really, really fun. A lot of these alum have come out here just to kind of stretch the legs, get back out onto the court, have a really, really fun time. And quite frankly, you're 100% right, Elan. Team 4 did have just enough to squeak by, and it was impressive to watch.
Absolutely. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have teams 2 and 3 in 2 games to 20. We'll introduce you to them after this break on First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2021 Evanston High School Alumni Volleyball Tournament on mylocalradio.com.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
When you want something custom built for your home, farm and ranch, vehicle, or trailer, it needs to be done with precision, be strong, and be affordable. Get all this and more when you work with the Steel Shop at Elan Ford Brothers. You bring the plan or idea, and they'll make it a reality. The Steel Shop sells and installs vehicle accessories like bull bars, running boards, and bed liners. They also specialize in truck and trailer hitches as well. Get it built to last. Elan Ford Brothers, 221 County Road in Evanston.
When do you schedule doctor appointments?
In bed before I fall asleep. In the car waiting to pick up my kids.
We can even do it after breakfast.
We all lead busy lives. Online appointment scheduling puts you in control. In just 90 seconds, you can make an appointment with a primary care provider or specialist at evanstonanytime.com. Select the day and time most convenient for you. Enter some basic information, and just like that, you're scheduled for care. Schedule appointments for next day and beyond at evanstonanytime.com.
For more than 10 years, the professional and friendly staff at Mountain West Business Solutions has been serving customers in Wyoming and Utah. Our professional technicians live and work in communities across both states. This way, we're able to provide quick, quality service to all of our customers. We serve businesses of all sizes, and we also provide service and supplies for HP printers. Call us today to see how we can help with all your printing and copying needs. Mountain West Business Solutions, a local company with a toll-free number, 866-583-9925.
Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs, LEDs, channel letters, as well as skillfully cut signage using wood, metal, plastic, and other mediums to help your customers find you with high-quality signage. Using the best technology, designs, and installation by Rocky Mountain Sign. Your signage says a lot about your business. Work with the professionals at Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street in Evanston, Wyoming.
All right, we're underway. Team 2 taking on Team 3. And the first point looks like goes to Team 2. Serving will be, sorry, getting to know our new
brand new roster, Elan.
Yeah,
keeping
that was
you on
Kenzie
your toes.
Collins, I believe, who just served for Team 2. A diving dig in the back row by Alexa Leland. Can't keep it from hitting the ground. 2-0. So let's introduce you to Team 2. Kenzie Collins, who's serving right now for Team 2. They've got Lawrence Thomas Lubeck, Eliza Cooper Huntley, Kaylee Critchfield MacArthur, and Ashlyn Rhodes. They're on the left side of your screen. On the right side of your screen, Megan Stout, Miranda Critchfield, Haley Barker Hicks, and Alexia Leland. Serve received by, shot received by Stout. It goes over the right sideline, and quickly, Team 2 with Kenzie Collins serving is out to a good start here.
Yeah, they're out in front. Good start out of the blocks, Elan, and right now you're looking at a 3-point deficit and a lead now for this team, and it seems as though it's going to continue.
Ace for Kenzie Collins. I'm told formerly Kenzie Barker.
Aha. The player formerly known as Kenzie Barker.
Down in the back row, and they are a fifth of the way there already. Serve receive back row Leland. Sowers setting up left side. I believe that was Hicks who tried to go for the attack and was successful. 4-1 Team 2. Jesse Sowers to serve, diving back row past Kenzie Collins, and just like that, the gap is cut in half.
Very quick to respond. Here comes this team in a way that they really want to set a precedence. They want to say, like, we're not that bad. We're not 3 points behind.
Yeah, no. Now they're only one after that beautiful ace by Sowers from the class of 2015. Serve again by Sowers. Receive by Ashlyn Rhodes. It goes over the right sideline, and just like that, we're knotted up at 4 apiece.
Crazy how momentum can carry you in this, Elan.
Sowers with the serve. Receive Critchfield back row. Collins left side to, that was Lauren Thomas Lubeck who launched the attack, and it's successful. Team 2 takes back the lead. Ashlyn Rhodes to serve. Nice little underhand serve received by Sowers. Right side attack by, that was, I believe, Critchfield who launched, or excuse me, Haley Barker Hicks who launched the attack, but it goes out of bounds either way. And Ashlyn Rhodes to serve. Nice easy serve. Sowers tries to calm it down, but it goes off of her fingertips and drops down on her side of the hardwood, and just like that, Team 2, 3 points away from hitting the halfway mark. It's not a multiple set matches. It is, these teams will each play 1 match or 2 matches to 20. So 7-4 as Ashlyn Rhodes serves for her team. That's on top. That's Team 2 taking on Team 3. Right side, Barker Hicks, and she launches an attack, lightly hit back over by Lubeck, and it's 8-4, 4-point lead.
Game of runs here, Elan. We'll see if this one can extend to a point that they can really carry them into the next round.
Sowers Cross set, tries to hit. Trying to look at my roster. Apologies. Launching that one, I believe that was Miranda Critchfield who launched the attack. She receives. Sowers, back set, right side. Hicks blocked by Collins. 10-4 here in the early going. Halfway home for Team 2.
I believe this is a 6-0 run right now, Elan.
Yeah, Ashlyn Rhodes has been out there for a while. Received by Hicks. Sowers goes right back to Hicks. Pushed back over. Received in the back row. Sent back by Collins. Calmed down by Leland. And Critchfield launches it at the back row. Denied by Critchfield on that side. Left side attack from Lubeck. Goes into the net. And the run does end at 6. 5-point lead, however, for Team 2. As Haley Barker Hicks from class 2018 serves. Left side, Lubeck blocked. Big block there by Miranda Critchfield. And just like that, it is a 5-point game. Served by Hicks, received by Critchfield. Collins goes right back to Critchfield, who threads it down the left sideline off of a diving Alexia Leland. And the points and the serve go back to Team 2. Lauren Thomas Lubeck from class of 2010 to serve. First touch, back row Hicks, left side. Leland launches the attack on the right sideline. Critchfield and Collins can't keep it in. And it is a 7 points now for Team 3. Serve by Miranda Critchfield from class of 2016. Sent back over to that team. Dump set, Sowers plants it down on the far side of the 10-foot stripe. And now it's a 3-point game. Cody Olsen.
Yeah, I mean, quite frankly, we've seen a game of runs so far. It's been quite interesting to see how each team responds. And just like that, Team 2 is going to go ahead and probably put together a run of their own right here, Elan.
Yeah, that was Kaylee Critchfield MacArthur who just drops the hammer on the back row. Puts them up by 4. And there's some conversation going on right now.
Now we go.
Served by Critchfield MacArthur, finds the right sideline. Nice ace there.
That's shaving the line right in the back left corner, Elan. That was pretty sweet.
13-8, Team 2 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard as Critchfield MacArthur goes into the net, and that will bring up Megan Stout from class of 2010 to serve. Receive back row Collins. Critchfield MacArthur goes left side. Lubeck looking for the left sideline off of Stout and over the line. Give the points in the serve back to Team 2. 6 points away from taking this opening match of 2. Kenzie Collins from class of 2013 to serve. Receive back row, punched back over by Sowers. Over return, but a diving Leland can't catch up with it. It's down, and it looked like an over return could have turned into something else, but you avoid disaster and pick up the points.
Yeah, that's called sacrificing your body for the betterment of the team, Elan, and that's exactly what happened, and it turned into points positively for the team that was put in a bad position.
Haley Barker Hicks tries to put it over the net, and it goes off of Lubeck and out of bounds over the left sideline. 5-point lead now for Team 2 after Alexia Leland serve. Another chance for Team 3 to kind of cut this gap down. Left side, Lubeck punches it over the line. Leland with the diving dig on the right sideline. Hicks lightly fingertips it over the net and drops it down.
Just a hair of a height advantage there, Elan. We have a couple people near the front of the net, just a little bit too short to just get that one up and over.
2019's Alexia Leland with the serve, received by Collins, sent back by Lubeck, calmed down by Stout in the back row. Sowers goes left side. Hicks looks for the back row and drops it down at the feet of Collins. 3-point lead for Team 2. Leland serve received by Collins. Here comes Lubeck left side looking for the back row. Denied by Leland. Here comes Hicks who puts it over the net. Over return by Team 2. Sent back by Sowers and a Team 2 player into the net. And just like that, it's a 2-point game. We talked about the runs, and it's happening right now for Team 3.
Yeah, it's really interesting to compare this to the game that we just recently called between 1 and 4. It was more, it was really close, neck and neck the entire time. And now this one is more extended runs and comebacks, which is just way more interesting in terms of just following this volleyball momentum.
Lubeck goes off of the top of the net and drops it down in the back row and gets the serve and the points back for Team 2, who are 4 points away from taking the opening victory. Ashlyn Rhodes, who served during that 6-0 run last time, to the line for Team 2, as I believe that was Hicks, yes, who goes into the net. And 3 points away from the win, except Rhodes can't keep it in bounds. Her serve goes high, arcs, and crosses the right sideline. That'll bring up Jesse Sowers from 2015 to serve. That one barely drops over the net and down at the feet of Rhodes, and the ace cuts the gap down to 2.
It's going to come down to the wire, Elan.
Sowers to serve again. Receive back row, MacArthur. Left side, Lubeck looking for the back row. Denied by Leland. Sent back over by Critchfield. And now a shot for the 10-foot stripe. Kind of drops down. Team 3 players dive, but they can't get to it. And it is now a 2-point separation between Team 2 and the win. Served by Lauren Thomas Lubeck of 2010, down on the 10-foot stripe. And here's match point for Team 2. I love that I'm looking at the roster that they're handing me. It says 7th Annual Lady Red Devil Volleyball Alumni. The legends continue. Love it.
I like it too, Elan.
Right side, Rhodes for the win. Gets it. Goes off of the fingertips of Critchfield and down on the hardwood. And match 1 taken by Team 2.
Really interesting game of runs that we saw there, Elan. Back and forth that it went, and eventually the initial aggressor in the game, Team 2, is going to go ahead and take this one. Really interesting. We'll see how Team 3 responds after they switch sides of the court here.
Absolutely, and Team 3 had a lot of great play, especially from Haley Barker-Hicks, Alexia Leland, Miranda Critchfield, and Megan Stout, as well as Jesse Sowers, who's proven Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I just looked over and saw Cody Olsen laying down on the ground, stretching out his flexors.
Listen, it's about
longevity, right?
Longevity career points, longevity stats. You got to keep your back nice and stretched out, Elan. I'm just taking really the advice from down onto the court.
So after this matchup, we're going to have the start of bracket play. All 4 teams will be seeded according to the records. I have no idea what those potentially look like. I do know we just saw Team 4 with Taylor Peterson, Ricky Shantz, Ricky Gerard, Megan Stout, and Corey DeRue take 2 matches away from Team 1.
Yep.
So you would think they've got a chance to be that number 1 seed.
Yep.
Number 1 will play number 4. It'll be best 2 out of 3 to 25. And then number 2 will play number 3, same situation. And then those 2 winners will match up to see who wins the bragging rights, ultimate bragging rights in Evanston.
Legends champions.
Ooh, I like it.
I like it
too. The Legend Award.
The Legend Award, yes.
Who are the legends of 2021? We'll find out later on this afternoon.
First, we got to get this second half of this matchup between teams 2 and 3 here. Now, Team 2 on the right side, Team 3 on the left.
Kenzie Collins to serve, receive, back row, Leland. Critchfield puts that one over to Hicks, who puts it in the back row. MacArthur slaps that one over the line. Dump set by Sowers. Right side, Lubeck blocked. And the point goes to Team 3, so they strike first this time. Remember, it was a 4-0 run by Team 2 in the first one. Served by Leland. Bullet for the back row, and a bad pass. Puts it down, and a 2-0 lead for Team 3.
And we got, the court mopped up right there after diving bodies hit the floor there.
Served by Leland, receive by Team 2, put over by Rhodes. Here comes Hicks left side, and that one drops down in the right corner. 3-0 run for Team 3 to start it off.
Yeah, you're looking at the yin and yang of what we saw last time. Let's see if it carries them to another, see if Team 3 can come out with a win on this time.
Serve, receive, back row. Here's Lubeck, left side, deflected up by Stout, overpass. Lubeck sends it back, calmed down by Sowers, and Hicks drops it just a little bit too far over the back line.
That will stop the bleeding there. Now Team 2 with an opportunity, and they're putting Rhodes back there, who has been the ringer the last match. Let's see if she can get some points here.
Serve received by Stout. Hicks with the left hand on her fingertips, barely gets it over. Lubeck passes it well into the back row on the left side, sent back by Team 3. Team 2 with a chance from MacArthur, and she plants it down. How about that? Kaylee Critchfield MacArthur from class 2019 gets the first points for Team 2. Serve by Rhodes goes over the right sideline, and it's a 4-1 lead for Team 3. Jesse Sowers of 2015 to serve, receive back row Lubeck. Collins sends it right back to Lubeck with a foot on the 10-foot stripe, sends it over, and Hicks tries to put it over, received well by 2. Hicks with the diving dig, sent back by Critchfield, and now a big chance for MacArthur, left side, puts it off of the left hand and drops it down in the back row. 1 point lead for Team 3.
There we go. Game of runs again, Elan. I don't know how many times I'm going to have to say it. If I were a man that got a nickel every time we said it, I mean, we'd be rolling in the cash right now.
Serve by Lauren Thomas Lubeck of class 2010. Receive back row. MacArthur is going to get called for 4 hits, and the points go to Team 3. Haley Barker Hicks of class 2018. Receive back row. Here comes Critchfield MacArthur, who punches it over the net. Received by Hicks, sent to the back row, and sent over. I couldn't tell if that was Rhodes or Collins who put it over, but either way, sent back to Team 2. Rhodes lightly hits it over. Sent back by Lubeck, assisted over by Collins, and it drops down in the 10-foot stripe area.
Yeah, it seems as though that Team 2, everybody culminating at the very front of the net there, and a couple times Team 3 tried to get it up and over the first level, up into the back line, but a good hustle allows them to keep those points.
Served by Critchfield MacArthur, goes wide of the left sideline. That is Kaylee Critchfield MacArthur from class 2019. And sent over this time by Miranda Critchfield. Goes out of bounds over the left sideline, and a 6-5 lead for Team 3. Received by Hicks. Popped up, and Leland looking for the back row, denied by Collins. MacArthur goes left side to Lubeck, and she fingertips it over the net and drops it down on the left sideline. Think we're tied at 6 now. Yep. Chance for Collins to put them on top. Kinsey Collins of 2013. Serve receive back row. Hicks underpass kept the line by Sowers. And now MacArthur goes left side. Lubeck blocked by Sowers. And the lead goes back to Team 3. 7-6 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Elan, Olliff, and Cody Olsen happy to bring you this kind of special presentation as Stout serves an ace.
Yep, right there in a sweet spot right in front of Rhodes, and putting that down for an ace, that's got to put some confidence in you. she's got a sweet warrior pose every time that she serves.
Serve received by Lubeck. MacArthur goes left side. Lubeck bopped up high by Critchfield. Hicks and Stout miscommunicate, run into the same spot, and neither one of them cleanly can get to the ball. And it's a 1-point lead for Team 3. Team 2 will have Ashlyn Rhodes to serve.
A little more tightly contested. That time, good placement there, just a little bit off of the forearms, awkwardly out of bounds. We're at a tie game now, 8-8.
Served by Rhodes again, received on the far side of the 10-foot stripe, and they're going to call a reserve, it looks like. Rhodes to serve again. Nice high serve, received by Critchfield. Sowers goes left side. Hicks looking for the left corner, denied by Rhodes. Collins keeps it alive. MacArthur just gets under it and puts it into the net. I'll bring up Alexia Leland from class of 2019 to serve for Team 3, received by Lubeck. Collins tries to chase it down, but can't really get anything there unless she goes into the net, and it's a 10-9 lead for Team 3. Served by Leland, receive Critchfield MacArthur, back row. Collins goes back to MacArthur, looking for the left corner, denied by Leland. Hicks sends it over, bopped up high by Lubeck. MacArthur from the 10-foot stripe puts it over and cleared back by Hicks. Puts it down on the 10-foot stripe, right sideline. And it's an 11-9 lead for Team 3.
Stretching your entire frame, getting that one up and over the net, putting it in good spot. Great work.
Over return on the ace, or excuse me, on the serve, sent back over by Team 2. Back on the Team 3 side, Leland now bops it high. Collins, here comes Lubeck, dead center, off of the block and down. Usually we have a lot more energy while calling these things, but I feel like it's a really quiet building, and I don't want to be like that guy that's like that can be heard on the other side of the gym.
That's fair. And you know what? Quite frankly, Elan, just you're matching the energy of the game. It's a controlled energy. You know what I mean? These girls, these fine young ladies out here, are able to really focus in, able to define where and how they're going to exert their energy, and it's being put everything into the game right now. Our audience hasn't really said much, but me and you are trying to do the very best that we can.
Jesse Sowers with the serve receive. Lubeck into the net, and a 3-point lead for Team 3. They went down 4-0 in the first match, and now they've kind of, I don't think they've relinquished the lead once. An ace from Sowers makes it another 4-point lead for Team 3. We're looking at a real possibility of a split here.
Yeah, it's very possible. You're looking at a 4-point cushion. Now we know that that doesn't mean much of anything, as I jinx the team 3 there. But 3 points, you're sitting on something really good. Just got to stay stout, got to stay focused on your defense. We'll see if they can pull it through.
Kaylee Critchfield MacArthur with the bullet in the back row. Hicks sends it back over. Diving dig by MacArthur, back row. Lubeck goes to Rhodes, back to Lubeck, and the points go to Team 3. 5 points away from splitting this one with Team 2. Served by Hicks. Back row first touch, MacArthur. Collins back to Lubeck. Wow, nice fake out. Wound up the right hand and pops it over with the left.
It's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet to be able to contort your body in such a way as to do, confuse the defense a little bit there, but it worked out.
Served by Collins, received by Critchfield. Hicks tries from the back row, but she's wide over the left line, and just like that, here comes
forth.
Team 2.
Back and forth.
Collins with the serve. Received by Critchfield, back row, sent back over by Sowers. Great dig by Lubeck. Collins from the back row. Kept alive by Critchfield. Here's Hicks looking for the back row. Sent back over by MacArthur and puts it down. And it's a 1-point lead. Serve by Collins. Hicks with the receive. Here comes Leland off the top of the net and down, and they needed that one to kind of shift the momentum back to their way as 2 was coming. Miranda Barker, Critchfield from class of 2016 with the serve. Lubeck left side, looking for the left sideline, and she's wide. Serve by Critchfield again, receive Lubeck. MacArthur, right side, Rhodes, sent back by Hicks. Great read by Collins, who gets it on the run, and sent back over by Lubeck. What teamwork there by Team 2. Left side, Leland looking for the back row. Yes, ma'am. Drops that one down, and it is now a 2-point separation between Team 3 and splitting this one, taking the first 2. Serve by Critchfield, receive by Collins. Lubeck drops the hammer in the back row, kept alive by Stout. Sowers puts it over with her back to the net from the back row. Right side, Rhodes looking for the right sideline, denied by Collins, and it goes off of Lubeck right into the face of stand judge Aaron Kirby. Match point for Team 3.
Here we go. 1 away from splitting, Elan.
Served by Critchfield, received by Collins. MacArthur, cross set over to Lubeck. Great read by Hicks. Left side, Leland goes into the net, and now don't count out Team 2 yet. Still match point, however, for Team 3. Serve by Rhodes, barely clears the net. 1-hit return by Team 3. Another 1-hit return, and sent back over by MacArthur. Dump set by Sowers, read well by MacArthur. Collins pops it high for Lubeck. Deflected away by Stout. Here comes MacArthur. MacArthur, left side, goes off of the net and drops it down on the near side of the 10-foot stripe.
We'll live to see another day, Elan.
Yes, they do, and things getting interesting here in match number 2. It's either going to be a split if we can get this match point for Team 3, or is Team 2 going to come back and get the sweep? Left side, Leland, and that's an over return sent back by Leland. Lubeck goes for the left sideline, kept alive by Hicks, sent back by Sowers, and that's going to do it. It goes off of the back row and over the back line. And Team 3 takes match 2 and splits with Team 2. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about what the bracket looks like. Now we move into best 2 out of 3 sets to 25. We'll have the bracket play after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2021 Evanston High School Volleyball Alumni Tournament on mylocalradio.com.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Now you've got a safe and secure place to store your boat, RV, ATVs, and other vehicles right in town. T-Bar Body Shop offers storage for just $35 per month. Long and short-term storage options are available. Of course, T-Bar Body Shop also offers custom bodywork when you have an accident. We work with your insurance directly and get the job done right. T-Bar Body Shop offers a wide range of services. Stop in today and see all the ways T-Bar can serve you. 515 County Road, Evanston. Let T-Bar fix your car.
This is Colt Hamilton with Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston. I'm excited to announce our new Legendary Leadership Award. Each month we are going to be giving away $1,000 to a local legendary leader. We need your nominations. We want to start giving back to people that have stepped up to keep our community thriving. Nominate anyone from leaders among our schools, healthcare workers, first responders, and so on. Who do you know that has made an impact in our community? Together, let's recognize and reward people that have made a difference in your lives. Email me your nominations at leaders@RockyMountainYetiEvanston.com or click the link below. Again, that's leaders at RockyMountainYetiEvanston.com.
When you're looking for one location that is centrally located in Wyoming to host a business meeting or corporate retreat, always consider the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper first. With meeting rooms and amenities that everyone can enjoy at the Come On In is the best place to host events. The rustic decor, fireplaces, jacuzzis, pool, and large indoor atrium will make your event memorable. Call today and find out the ways we can help make your event a success. Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper. Call 307-472-6300.
In May of 2019, Uintah County School District Number 1 became the first school district in Wyoming to achieve a certified level 1 on high reliability schools by the Rosana Leadership Center. We're focusing on 3 levels. Level 1 is a safe and collaborative culture. Level 2, effective teaching in every classroom. And Level 3 is a guaranteed and viable curriculum. We are certified Level 1 in safe and collaborative culture. This is Superintendent Ryan Thomas. Congratulations to everyone in our district. Keep up the great work.
Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When your travels take you to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. The Best Western Dunmar Inn.
The Lumber Yard in Evanston caters to commercial and residential customers. They have all your DIY projects covered, including tool rentals. You can rent lots of things from tables and chairs to scaffolding and U-Hauls at the Lumber Yard in Evanston. Fully stocked and ready to help.
And we welcome you back to Davis Middle School. Bracket play will be commencing soon. It is a rolling schedule, so they're going to try to get games started as soon as possible. We're going to have 1 versus 4 yet, not team 1 versus 4, but seed 1 versus 4. We got a chance to see all 4 teams in action, and if I was a betting man, I would probably say 4 is your 1 from what we saw.
From what we saw. We have to keep in mind also that we have missed a little bit of pool play. But granted, from what we saw, Elan, it seemed as though that Team 4 did get those 2 wins, and they looked pretty stout.
They did. And then I would have to say maybe team, let's see, probably Team 2 would be your 2, 3 would be your 3, and then 1 would be your 4.
Probably.
I think. And then, so we'll see what happens there. Right now they're doing team pictures before we launch into bracket play, but it is best 2 out of 3, 225. Anxiously awaiting to see what those matchups are going to be. So it could be some really fun matchups.
It could be really fun, and we're anxiously awaiting what kind of matchups we're going to get. At the end of the day, it's all for fun, but bragging rights are important, Elan.
Absolutely.
Bragging rights are important.
They always are. They always are. I don't care what sport you're playing, what you're doing. Bragging rights are always a fun thing to have.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. For me, I wish that I could do some type of alumni competition as well. I would be all over that. And we're really grateful to be able to come here and cover these wonderful, wonderful matches coming up.
Let's go ahead and rerun through who is on what team. On Team 1, you have Jess Chandler from class of 2010, Jody Bruce Mitchell from class of 2004, Aaron Kirby from class of 2010, Brianna Sanders from class of 2010. On Team 2, you have Kenzie Collins from class of 2013, Lauren Thomas Lubeck from class of 2010, Eliza Cooper Huntley from class of 2010, Kaylee Critchfield MacArthur from class of 2019, Ashlyn Rhodes, we don't have a class number from her because she was the last-minute entry. Team 3, Jesse Sowers from class of 2015, Megan Stout from class of 2010, Miranda Critchfield from class of 2016, Haley Barker Hicks from class of 2018, Alexia Leland from class of 2019. On Team 4, you have Taylor Peterson from class of 2021, Ricky Bruce Shantz from class of 2000, Ricky Salaga Gerard from class of 2005, Mariah Stout from class of 2010, and Corey DeRue from class of 2019. So a wide range of experience and of a post-high school experience, as we mentioned. Ricky Bouchant's longtime head coach for Green River Volleyball, so someone who has definitely kept her finger on the pulse of the sport since her playing days.
Yeah, and you can definitely count on her to be able to determine, what direction her team's going. It seemed as though that she was the go-to on the court, and we talked about it before, Elan. A lot of experience and a lot of fun happening out here at an alumni matchup that really should be a good one as we get ready to dip into playoff.
Absolutely. I'm seeing the clock start at about 5 minutes. So I think in about 5 minutes we're going to have something. So we're going to take an extended break. When we come back,
yes,
we will have hopefully the first match of bracket play at the 2021 at a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2021 Evanston High School Alumni Volleyball Tournament on mylocalradio.com.
As high school sports fans, we know that sometimes you have to drive a long way to get to the next game. If you find yourself on the side of the road, remember that Freeway Tire in Evanston offers service calls and roadside assistance 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's a great idea to have your vehicle serviced, tires checked, and oil changed to make sure it's in top shape before your next long drive. Visit Freeway Tire today, your locally owned and operated tire shop. Freeway Tire, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Trona Valley Federal Credit Union is a not-for-profit financial institution. When you become a member, you are an owner of the credit union. We believe in people over profit, and that impacts the way we do business from our overall structure down to the smallest detail. Our philosophy sets us apart, and we're here for you. Earn more with our high-yield checking account, start a savings goal, check out our competitive loans, and much more. Become a member today. We're a caring partner dedicated to your financial success. Member NCUA.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes. For the tooth fairy. So the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
Welcome back to Davis Middle School Saturday 2021 Evanston High School Alumni Volleyball Tournament. Elan, Olliff, and Cody Olsen, happy to bring it to you. We're about to start bracket play. Pool play, we were able to bring you 2 pool play games, 1 versus 4, 2 versus 3. And those were a lot of fun, and that was 2 games to 20. Now we go to our traditional volleyball format in a tournament. It's best 2 out of 3 to 25.
Yep, and it should be a good one. Just a little bit more extended time in terms of play, just to get that championship feel out there. Best 2 of 3 right now on the court. I don't know if these are the teams that we're going to be seeing, but it seems as though Team 2 is out here on the left, and
Team 3.
Team 3. So we might have a matchup. I don't imagine that we'll see a back-to-back team. Maybe if that's the seeding.
If that is your 1 and 4, then
that's the way that it is, I guess. But pretty exciting to be out here, Elan. I'm excited for this championship matchup. I'm having a great time out in the middle of break. It's a good time to be out here covering volleyball.
And to be honest, this is we're sitting back in our sports office. We're jonesing for sports to bring you guys. And this opportunity came up, talked with Miss Bruce, Miss Donna Bruce, who's organizing the event. And she said, yeah, come on over. Let's show this to as many people as possible. It's always fun. I mean, I didn't get a chance to see Aaron Kirby or Jess Chandler or Ricky Shantz play because they were before I was in Evanston, but it's really cool to actually watch them and see them in person. You hear stories through parents of players who've been in the program for a long time, and it's really cool to kind of actually get to see them in person.
Yeah, it is really cool to see them in person, and it's Oh, man, I mean, quite frankly, yeah, we're back in the sports office. We're
Yeah.
looking for any type of sports anywhere. You can watch anything online right now,
Yeah.
and what a good way to just see some local sports via volleyball via online at mylocalradio.com. Just seeing some legends from Evanston come out here and compete well. We have quite a few fans out here just coming to support, and even though they're not the loudest crowd, I mean, I feel like we should have some tea and crumpets going on watching this a little bit. We're a little bit quiet, but it's just all around fun to be here.
And it's a good, and for us, I mean, I'm sure we've got maybe some people who are interested in rich sports. When are they coming back?
Yeah, seriously, so Rich is coming back the first week here in January coming up. Friday the 7th, the boys team will be playing North Summit as they will travel out to Colville. Currently, right now, the boys program sits at 3-3. Coach Cornea coming off a huge win out in Wendover, holding a very hot shooting Wendover team in the fourth quarter to only 6 points. Those 6 points coming off of free throws only. On the other side, the girls trying to bounce back a little bit from a setback out at Westside. We'll see them in a game against Manila when we have that doubleheader with the boys and the girls on Saturday the 8th, Elan.
And for Evanston Red Devils, sports comes back on Thursday, January 6th. I just got the schedule for the Taco John's tournament in Cheyenne, where Evanston basketball will resume, and it is going to be on Thursday, January 6th, 6 o'clock, 5:30 pregame, Evanston versus Laramie at Laramie.
Okay.
So we're going to get some rematches that we saw the boys take on Laramie in the final game of the Flaming Gorge Classic. Girls will take on Laramie for the first time. Big hello to Coach Tara Lawler, who just texted me saying she's enjoying the stream. Of course, Tara Lawler, longtime coach of pretty much every one of these girls that are out here.
Most definitely.
Great to have her input, and I'm glad she's enjoying the stream.
Elan, is this the first time we've broadcasted the alumni game?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It is definitely the first time we've broadcasted
it. It's a good time to be
it.
inaugural alumni, breaking it in.
Well, this is the 7th annual one, but first one we've been able to put on mylocalradio.com.
Absolutely, and it's a pleasure, really, to be here and covering just a bunch of fine athletes. So hopefully we're going to get ready for some play soon. It seems like they're moseying together on either side of the court.
Looks like I see Team 4 is lined up on one side, and Team 3, I believe that's Team 3 lined up on the other. So I think we might have our first matchup in bracket play coming up here pretty quick.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited, and championship play is a little bit different. I mean, pool play, fun, all right. I mean, we're able to jump and cheer. I'm expecting the intensity just up a little bit. I mean, bragging rights, looking for that competitive nature that we know that is in every one of these athletes out on the court.
So, judging from who's on the court right now, it is going to be Team 4, Ricky Shantz, Taylor Peterson, Ricky Gerard, Mariah Stout, and Corey DeRue taking on Team 3 with Alexia Leland, Haley Barker Hicks, Miranda Critchfield, Megan Stout, and Jesse Sowers. If I were a betting man, based on what we saw, I'd say Team 4 maybe your number 1 seed, Team 3 your number 4 seed.
That might be the case here, and it's going to be our first coverage of the playoff bracket here. Getting some warm-ups.
Dave DeRue trying to show Corey how to do it, but I think he might have messed his shoulder up. Just went, and started holding his shoulder.
Man, I feel for him. I feel for him. A little bit of heavy lifting this morning. My back gets thrown out, and I got to stretch out onto the floor. And maybe I shouldn't do any type of alumni competition because I'll throw something out. And goodness.
That means we're going to see Team 1 and Team 2 in the other semifinal. So it's 3 sets to 25. Looks like we're ready to go. Corey DeRue taking the ball, bounces it around, and we're underway in the semifinals. First touch, back row, Critchfield, sent over by Sowers, blocked by Shantz, and kept alive by Team 4. Shantz tries to drop the hammer, but she goes a little too strong. Left to right sideline, just wide.
Just a hair out there. She'll reel it in, and we'll be calling a cross-court kill in just a second for her.
Miranda Critchfield with the serve into the net, and we're all knotted up again.
Apologies, I'm not a cameraman, so apologies for the novice camera work here. We're trying our best.
Ricky Salaga-Gerard into the net, and it's a 2-1 lead for Team 3. Jesse Sowers from class of 2015 to serve. Into the net.
Oh, goodness. Maybe we got a little bit of nerves getting in just a little bit.
It's been a long day of volleyball, too.
We
started at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
They played 4 games before you and I got here. Serve received in the back row by Leland. Hicks looking for Critchfield, and she just kind of missteps it, drops down in front of the scores table. 3-2 lead for Team 4 here in set 1.
Off of a lot of errors, Elan.
Taylor Peterson from 2021 to serve. Received back row by Leland. Left side, Critchfield, who looked like when she hit it, her hand was kind of pointed out.
Yeah, just a tad off of an angle, you know what I mean?
4-2 lead for Team 4 over Team 3. Team 4 on the left side of your screen, Team 3 on the right side of your screen. Received by Team 3, sent over by Hicks and drops it down in the back row. And now Team 3 starting to cut that gap down. Haley Barker Hicks of 2018 to serve. Received by Shantz. Peterson pops it high. Gerard from the back row, kept alive by Leland. Sowers to Critchfield, left side. Great dig by Drew, back row. Peterson back set to Shantz. And now it's Hicks with the light hit, puts it on the far side of the 10-foot stripe, and ties it up at 4.
There you go, 4-4, just a little bit back and forth, a couple errors at the beginning. Now we're starting to settle into it.
Served by Hicks. That one, a diving Ricky Shantz puts it over the net. It hits the antenna and drops down, but what an effort and what a move by Ricky Shantz.
No doubt of the effort on that side of the court.
Serve received by Daru. That was a hammer from Hicks. And now Shantz gets her revenge, goes left sideline to right, and just buries it. 5-5 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard here in set 1. It's best 2 out of 3 to 25. Now, I don't know if that means the third set, if necessary, would be played to 25, I would assume, but there's also the possibility it's played to 15.
That's very possible, and I guess we'll jump off that bridge when we get there.
I like that. Served by Shantz. Ricky Bruce Shantz from class of 2000. It's an ace, and Team 4 goes up 6-5 here in set 1. Another serve by Shantz, received by Leland. Sowers goes to Hicks. Looking for the back row, spinning dig by Shantz. Left side, Gerard just mistimes it into the top of the net. Knotted at 6. Aaron Kirby eating a Subway sandwich on the stand.
While doing some, while doing the judge work, huh?
Oh, you got Jess Chandler doing the same thing. Served by Stout, received by Gerard. Left side, Gerard again, looking for the back row, deflected high by Hicks. And that ball heads in the direction of Uinta County School District number 1 Activities Director Bubba O'Neill.
I'm still stuck up on those sub sandwiches, man. I really want one.
Serve by Mariah Stout. We've got Mariah Stout on Team 4 and Megan Stout on Team 3. Mariah just foul tips that one into the arms of Gerard, who catches it before it goes into the net. And it's knotted up at 7.
7-7.
Miranda Critchfield to serve. First touch, back row, Daru kept alive by Peterson. Gerard sends it over, and now here comes Team 3 with the chance. Left side, Hicks looking for the back row. It goes off of the hands of Shantz and down to the hardwood. 8-7, Team 3. Served by Critchfield. First touch, Stout, deflected high, kept alive by Megan Stout. Pushed over by Critchfield, and no one's there.
Oh, goodness. That was just a dead spot, and it froze the defense a little bit, and it's going to go down for some points.
Critchfield to serve again. First touch, back row, Drew. Peterson, dump set. One-hand return by Leland. Underpass into the net. And just like that, it's 10-7. Team 3 on a bit of a run here. Critchfield serve received by Daru. Peterson cross set left side. Ricky Schatz looking for the back row. Did she get it?
Yes.
She did. It's a touch. And the serve and points go back to Team 4. Corey Daru to serve. Corey played in 2019 for the Red Devils. They're down by 2 right now. Serve received by Hicks. It goes high and into the scorer's table. Good ace by Corey Daru. Drew with the serve again. This time it's looking for the right corner. Received by Critchfield. Left side Hicks off of the top of the net and drops it down in the back row. A 2-point lead for Team 3. As Alexia Leland of 2019 goes back to serve. High rainbow serve and long.
Just out of there.
1-point lead now for Team 3 as Ricky Solaga Gerard from 2005 serves. First touch back row, Leland. Sowers looking for Hicks, and she can't clear the net with it. And we're knotted up at 11. Gerard lets it go again. First touch, Critchfield back row. Leland runs out of bounds to keep it alive. Back row clearance from Sowers, and now Team 4 has a chance. Shots on the right sideline. Puts it at the 10-foot stripe. Denied by Sowers. Over return by Hicks as she skies it over the back line. And just like that, Team 4 takes the lead. Served by Gerard. It's a missile in the back row. It's an ace. Goes off of a player in the back row and into the stands on the far side. 13-11 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Team 4 leading. Gerard with the serve again. Receive by Stout. It's an over return and sent back by Peterson. Fumbled around by 2 players on the right side and out of bounds. 14-11. They're going to do a scoreboard check because yep, it said 13-12 and they just changed it. Served by Gerard.
Oh, boy.
He makes you wonder, did the scoreboard check
bake
up her momentum there? 14-12, 2-point lead for Team 4. Sowers with the serve. Receive Gerard back row. Peterson back set right side. Ricky Schatz looking for the back row. Brushes it off the top of the net and in.
Nice. Good placement. Fun to see those little skim right off the top of the tape. We'll see what, it kind of keeps the defense on their toes a little bit more.
Peterson to serve. Receive back row in the right corner. Sowers. Hicks goes to Critchfield, who hits it under the net. 16-12 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Taylor Peterson, a class of 2021 to serve. Receive Critchfield back row. Hicks bops it over the net. Peterson gets it from Gerard. Right side shots down in the back row.
Good stuff.
And if I were to pick an MVP in this one, I would have to say it might be the class of 2007 hard hitter, Ricky Schatz. Serve by Peterson, received by Team 3, pushed over by Hicks. And now back set right side. Schatz looking for the back row, denied by Leland. Here comes Critchfield, brushes over the top of the net and drops it down on the near side of the 10-foot line. 17-13 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 4-point lead for Team 4 on the left side on mylocalradio.com. Peterson sends it back for Team 4, and now here comes Critchfield. Great dig by Schatz in the back row. Left side, Gerard looking for the back, but denied on the right corner by Hicks, sent back by Stout. Drew calms it down. Schatz pushes it over. It's calmed down by Sowers. From the 10-foot line, Hicks goes into the net. 18-13. Team 4 on top. Ricky Shantz from class of 2000 to serve. Received by Hicks. Pushed over by Leland. Diving dig by Shantz. Here comes.
There you go. Good placement.
Gerard looking for the back line, and absolutely right. Great placement. 19-13. And set 1 might be going to Team 4. Served by Shantz. Received back row. Hicks pushed over by Critchfield, kept alive. Peterson, left side, Gerard. Is she too long? She is. And now a chance for Team 3 to build up some momentum. Megan Stout, class of 2010 to serve for Team 3. First touch, back row, Giroux. Peterson cross that left side, Gerard. Great dig by Stout in the back row, but Critchfield can't keep it inside. And point number 20 goes to Team 4. Mariah Stout, class of 2010 to serve. No, did they award? They...
Back and forth.
I was about to say they're rolling the ball that way.
I don't know.
Okay, now Mariah Stout gets the ball and the serve for Team 4, up 20-14. Serve received back row Leland, but it goes to no man's land. Sowers putting on the speed trying to get there, but she can't get there in time. It's an ace for Mariah Stout. That one just into the net. And a 6-point lead for Team 4 as Team 3 will now serve. Miranda Critchfield, class of 2016 to serve for Team 3.
Just getting some double check in the scoreboard or something.
Checking on the scorebooks for something real quick. This is the first of our semifinals here at the 2021 Evanston High School Alumni Volleyball Tournament. Team 4 on top of Team 3. Team 4 features Taylor Peterson, Ricky Bruce Shantz, Ricky Salaga Gerard, Mariah Stout, and Corey DeRue. They're on top of Team 3, featuring Jessie Sowers, Megan Stout, Miranda Critchfield, Haley Barker Hicks, and Alexa Leland. Our next semifinal will be Team 1 and 2, and we'll tell you about that as we get closer to it. And it looks like we are ready to go.
Back into the action.
Critchfield with the serve. Receive back row, DeRue, and that one's out of bounds. Ace for Critchfield. Again, Miranda Critchfield, class of 2016 with the serve. Receive DeRue back row. Peterson bops it high. DeRue sends it through for Team 4, and an underpass goes into the net, and the points and serve goes back to Team 4. Corey DeRue from class of 2019 to serve, 3 points away from taking set 1 in this semifinal. Received by Stout, sent back over by Sowers, who drops out on the far side of the 10-foot stripe. Nobody home, and it's a 5-point lead for Team 4 as Team 3 will take the serve. 2015's Jessie Sowers to serve. Serve receive back row Gerard. Here comes Shantz looking for the back row, and she put too much on it. And it's a 4-point lead for Team 4.
Cutting into it a little bit, Elan.
Sowers to serve. First touch back row Gerard. Peterson dump set, kept the line by Critchfield. Hicks tries to send it through, And she gets the point. It goes off of Stout. She kind of bobbles the ball a little bit after it barely clears the net and drops down. 3-point lead for Team 3. Shantz receives the serve, dumps at Peterson. And now Critchfield, left side, kept alive by Daru. Peterson passes Shantz, looking for the back row. A diving Sowers, can't do anything. And now 2 points away from the victory for Team 4. Rookie Salaga Gerard of 2005 to serve. First touch hits Hicks, back row. Sowers goes right back to Hicks, who sends it through. Peterson, dump set, kept alive by Critchfield. Sent back over by Sowers, diving dig by Daru. Shantz puts it through, and now Team 3 gets a chance. Hicks runs up, puts it over the net. Daru covers it well. Peterson puts it over the net, and Shantz with a great diving dig to try to keep it alive, but it goes out of bounds. And it's a 3-point lead for Team 4. Team 3 starting to come, and that will bring up Haley Barker Hicks of 2018. Serve received by Gerard. It's an over return, sent back over by Sowers. Shantz clears it out on a third hit. Shantz again with the receive after the one hit by Leland. Daru sends it over. Sowers, here comes Critchfield. Good read by Peterson. Gerard passes back to Taylor, and that one looking for room on the far side of the 10-foot line. Denied by Leland, sent back by Hicks. And now that one just kind of drops in no man's land again.
Few of those get to sneak past you sometimes. 3 people in the vicinity, but it drops right in between them perfectly.
Set point for Team 4. Taylor Peterson of 2021 to serve, and she goes wide over the left line. Still set point for Team 4, but Megan Stout of 2010 to serve. First touch, back row to Rue. Peterson covers it. Right side shots for the win, and denied by Hicks. Sowers goes right back to Hicks, who lightly hits it over the net, kept alive. Daru. Shantz on the run, clears it out. Sowers, dump set. Great read by Daru in the back row. Peterson puts it off her fingertips and over the net. Under return, and Sowers, kind of awkward positioning, but sends it over the net and drops it down. Whatever gets the job done.
I know, whatever gets the job done. And now you're looking at only a 2-point deficit between each of these respective teams. A good sustained run since being down 5 just moments ago.
Megan Stout to serve again into the net, and that is your first set. 25-22 for Team 4. And they'll go ahead and get set for match number 2 of this semifinal. Team 4 featuring Taylor Peterson, Ricky Bruce Shantz, Ricky Salaga Gerard, Mariah Stout, and Corey Daru take set number 1. And they're going to switch sides, so we'll reflect that on our scoreboard. As we'll see if they'll take a break between sets. We'll go ahead and take one as well. 1-0 Team 4. We'll be right back after this at the 2021 Evanston High School Volleyball Alumni Tournament on mylocalradio.com.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Team 4 takes it for 25-22. Ricky Shantz, Ricky Gerard, Mariah Stout, Corey Daru, and Taylor Peterson on top right now. As they shift to the left side, moving to the right, Team 3 with Jessie Sowers, Megan Stout, Miranda Critchfield, Haley Barker Hicks, and Alexia Leland.
Getting ready for part 2 coming up, Elan, and made it very interesting towards the end. It was a little bit closer, but It seemed as though that this is Team
4.
Team 4, yes, Team 4 was able to really handle it. They were in control for the majority of this, and you know, it would not surprise me if we saw something a little bit different coming up here in this next match.
It was a close one. 25-22 was the score of set 1. Now Team 4 looking for the sweep to advance to the finals against the winner of Teams 1 and Team 2. On Team 1, Jess Chandler, Jody Bruce Mitchell, Aaron Kirby, and Brianna Sanders. For Team 3, Kenzie Collins, Lauren Thomas Lubeck, Eliza Cooper Huntley, Kaylee Critchfield MacArthur, and Ashland Rhodes, excuse me.
They take a little bit of time intermediate before they start the other match. It seems like everybody's ready. I don't know what we're quite waiting on.
I think they might be waiting on another side official as Jess Chandler is in the stand, but we don't have a side judge yet. All right, I think we're ready to go. Miranda Critchfield to serve for Team 3. Gets the whistle from Jess Chandler, and we're underway. Serve received to Rue. Peterson back sets to Gerard, looking for the back row, and she's too strong. 1-0, Team 3. Served by Miranda Critchfield again. First touch, back row, Stout into the net and
Hits
out
the
of bounds.
antenna.
Yep. 2-0 for Team 3. Off to a hot start.
There you go, 2. There you go.
Served by Critchfield, received by Stout. Peterson, cross set, left side, shots off the top of the net. And Hicks just kind of looks at it and says, I'm not going to do much about that. And it goes down on the hardwood. First points for Team 4. Served by Corey DeRue of 2019. Goes wide of the left sideline, and the lead gets extended out for Team 3, 3-1. Jesse Sowers from 2015 to serve. Received back row Gerard. Peterson, cross set left side. Shots blocked by Hicks, who gets her revenge.
Huge defensive stand there to, just take it. Like, in the face of adversity, fear, courage, able to get the points there.
Served by Sowers. Received DeRue. Gerard trying to set up shots, but it's sent back by Hicks. Goes off of shots and out of bounds. Good start for Team 3, 5-1.
Yeah, Team 3 came out, and it seems like they've been continuing their success, staying warm. Team 4, on the other hand, just a little bit cold to start this next one.
Serve received in the back row. And Shots sends that one. Hicks with the light hit. Peterson, left side shots, down in the left sideline. Ricky Salaga Gerard from 2005 to serve for Team 3. Actually, I think it's technically Team Sowers as you look at it, or Team Peterson, rather, as she gets an ace for Team Peterson on the right side, Team Sowers on the left side. Served by Gerard, drops down perfectly in the back row for an ace, and just like that, 1 point game.
1 point game, just like that. Team 4 able to get the yips out, coming back a little bit strong here in the second one.
Served by Gerard, bopped up high by Hicks, sent over by Sowers, received by DeRue, pushed back over by Team Peterson, left side. Leland can't get it over on the third hit, and it's all knotted up at 5. Gerard with the serve again. She's been on quite a roll here. Hicks from the back row into the net. And just like that,
Team 4 taking the lead.
Yep, Team Peterson on top. Serve by Gerard, receive Hicks, sent back over by Sowers. Peterson backs at right side. Ricky Schatz punches it over the net and drops it down on the near side of the 10-foot stripe.
It's a 6-0 run now for Team Peterson.
Serve, receive, Leland. Are they going to make it a 5-0 run? Sent back over by Critchfield. Gerard reads it well. Right side shots down in the back row, and there it is, a 5-0 run.
Is it
or
a
a
7-0
run. I'm looking at the 5 on the scoreboard. 7-0 run for Team Peterson. Served by Gerard again. Received by Hicks. Sowers puts it over. Receive Giroux. Peterson, right side shots, looking for the back line. She punches it over, but just a touch too strong. And the run ends at 6. Down by 2. Hicks to serve for Team Sowers. Received by Gerard. Sowers can't get a hold of it. She jumped up to try to get it, but it just kind of foul tips off of her hand and drops down. Points and serve back to Team Peterson, and it's their namesake, Taylor Peterson, from 2021 to serve. Left side, Critchfield lightly hits it over. Kept alive by Peterson. Shots sends it. And now here comes Team Sowers with a chance. Critchfield with a second hit send over. Calmed down by Stout. Sent back by Sowers. And now Peterson with a dump set looking for the back line. Kept alive by Megan Stout. And down in the back row for Team Sowers. 2-point lead for Team Peterson. Served by Stout. That's Megan Stout, by the way, from 2010. Received and sent back by Team Peterson. Sent back to them, and now Shots with a hard hit. Critchfield lightly hits it over. Received. Drew back row. Right side, Ricky Shots looking for the 10-foot stripe. Denied by Sowers. Dump set. Peterson trying to send it back was Critchfield, and she just kind of goes in the net. Can't quite get all of it. 10-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Ricky Bruce Shots from class of 2000 to serve for Team Peterson, and that one almost takes the head off of Cody Olsen.
That was close. If only I would have had a little bit more leeway. The cord held me back there, Elan. Cord held me back.
Were you going to try to play it back?
Oh, 100%. I would have got 2 feet in bounds. It would have been good in a professional or collegiate level.
Served by Shots, received by Team Sowers, and now here comes Gerard, left side looking for the back row, denied by Hicks. Left side, Critchfield down at the 10-foot line, and it's a 3-point lead for Team Peterson. Miranda Critchfield from class of 2016 to serve for Team Sowers. That one, a rainbow serve off of the shoulder of Mariah Stout, covered well by Gerard and sent back by Peterson, and drops it in there. 4-point lead for Team Peterson, and Mariah Stout from 2010 to serve for Team Peterson. They lead it 1-0 after taking set 1, 25-22 into the net. And now Team Sowers will get Jessie Sowers from 2015 to serve. Serve into the net. 13 for Team Peterson, 9 for Team Sowers, and Corey Giroux to serve. Man, that's a hard serve. Received well by Leland, sent back by Peterson, who uses the power to redirect it into the back row. Corey Giroux, class of 2019.
You know, she's got the small frame, but a lot of power in her serves. Let's see. This one's lobbed up and on over.
Serve receive, Critchfield. Hicks pushes it back over, received well, Gerard. Peterson left side to Shots, looking for the right sideline. Deflected out of bounds by Critchfield, sent back by Leland. Fingertip drop in at the net by Peterson. 15-9 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Daru with the serve. Received Hicks. Sauer sends it over. Daru with the clean receive. Peterson cross set left side. Shots down in the back row. And shots.
Good night. That one had some force to it. I felt the wind like from about 10 rows up over here.
Served by Corey Daru again. Big run for Team Peterson. Received by Leland, and she puts it into the net. Give the ace to Corey Daru. 17-9, and Peterson starting to create some separation and trying to punch their ticket for the semifinals. Back-to-back aces for Corey Daru.
Beautiful placement there, right in front of the back line there.
This might be the biggest lead we've seen since we've gotten here at 9 points. So great performance by Team Peterson. Left side, Hicks puts it down in the back line and ends the run and gets a chance for some momentum for Team Sowers, who needs it. Haley Barker Hicks from class of 2018 to serve, received by Daru. Peterson cross set left side. Ricky Shantz buries that one in the right sideline. It goes off of Critchfield and into the stands. Hard hit from Ricky Shantz. 19-10. Team Peterson. Ricky Salaga Gerard to serve at ace. Drops it right at the feet of Megan Stout. Serve again by Gerard into the net. 20-11 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Team Sowers needs to create some momentum, and Megan Hicks could be the one to do it. Serve received by Gerard. Popped up high by Peterson. There's shots yet again. Ricky Shantz makes it 20-12. I think it's 21, actually.
I think so.
21-12
or
21-11. They might have given the point to the wrong side of the scoreboard. I was fixing something on our broadcast. Anyway, Shantz right side goes into the net. And now they're saying 21-13.
Getting some phantom points over here, Elan.
Well, or maybe we're just off.
It's very possible.
Served by Miranda Critchfield from class of 2016. Received. Shantz tried to bury it. Goes off just the top of the net. She kind of squats in, not frustration, but oh, that was close type moment. Served by Critchfield. Received back row. Shantz right side looking for the back row. Denied by Leland. Left side Hicks looking for the far end, and Daru with a good defense. Shantz sends it over and plants it in there. 22-14. And it'll be Ricky Bruce Shantz from class of 2000 to serve for Team Peterson. Received by Leland in the back. Left side Hicks, hard hit, great dig by Shantz. Left side Gerard looking for the back row, and Critchfield denies. Hicks going left to right. Great dig by Gerard, sent back by Daru. And now Hicks with another chance. This time she goes left sideline, dead center back row. Peterson slaps it over the net. 22-14. Hicks into the block by Mariah Stout, and she puts it down. Stout with the solo block, and it's 23-14. Shantz to serve for Team Peterson. 2 points away from punching their tickets for the finals.
Championship just a little bit a ways away.
Serve received by Leland, sent back by Critchfield. Peterson goes to Gerard, who hits a hard attack, and it's match point for Team Peterson. Ricky Bruce Shantz to serve again. Ace to end it. So a nice performance by Team Peterson, and they knock off and end the alumni tournament of Team 3 with Megan Stout of 2010, Miranda Critchfield of 2016, Haley Barker Hicks of 2018, Alexia Leland of 2019, and Jessie Sowers of 2015. Great players on both sides.
Absolutely, Elan.
And we will see Team Taylor Peterson with Taylor Peterson of 2021, Ricky Shantz of 2000, Ricky Salaga Gerard of 2005, Mariah Stout of 2010, and Corey DeRue in the finals. They'll take on the winner of Team Chandler and Team Collins when we come back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2021 Evanston High School Alumni Volleyball Tournament on mylocalradio.com.
They say the three most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Red Devils! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
Gee, Tommy, you look amazing. Did you try something different with your enamel?
No way. I wouldn't do anything to alter these pearly whites, but I did see Dr. McKay Frankham, who told me if I didn't floss, I could miss up 35% of food particles.
Really? He told you that?
Yep, and you know what? He's 100% right. I started flossing, and now I look better than ever.
Wow, I want to see Dr. McKay Frankham.
Well, give him a call. 307-789-8910. Easy to remember, right?
That's super easy. Dr. McKay Frankham at 307-789-8910. I'll call today.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
The best cement comes from Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. They've been mixing cement for every type of job for generations. Major construction, road and bridge, cement blocks, foundations, sidewalks, curb and gutter, cement steps, septic tanks, and water troughs. No job is too large or too small. Make sure you get the best quality cement available at the best prices. Always get your cement from Ellingford Brothers. Call today. Ellingford Brothers, we know cement. 307-789-1515.
Welcome back to Davis Middle School, the 2021 Evanston High School Alumni Volleyball Tournament. They're doing a big group picture right now.
Interesting time to do a group picture.
Absolutely. So what we're kind of looking at right now is we haven't heard anything from Coach Donna Bruce. We haven't heard anything from anyone, but we're wondering if the fact that they're taking a big group picture right now is just maybe like to break up the matches, or if in fact did they decide to just go ahead and take the top 2 and play like one championship game. In that case, it would be Team 4 who comes out on top with the bragging rights. However, we don't know for sure.
We're unclear as to how this is panning out right now, Elan. And this group photo, I mean, looks fantastic. They're all having a good time, and it seems like it's all the teams.
Yeah,
it's all the teams there, right, in the mid-court taking a picture, and seems like we're wrapping up. We'll see what will happen if we field a couple teams out onto the court. I'm not 100% sure.
Again, we were told there would be a semifinals and finals according to the paper we got.
Yeah.
However, this is a for-fun event. These things could change if they so choose, and It looks like I am seeing Team Chandler on the court. So it looks like we are going to get our second semifinal. So they're just taking the pictures to kind of break up the matches. So
I see.
We will have a semifinal in a few moments. Team Chandler taking on Team Collins. Should be a good one. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we will have that right here on KNY, or excuse me, not on KNYN.
No.
Not on KNYN. We are just on mylocalradio.com today. It's the 2021 Evanston High School Alumni Volleyball Tournament, live on mylocalradio.com. We'll be right back after this.
Evanston Regional Hospital is an affiliate of the University of Utah Health. As your local Ricoh, Toshiba, and Sharp dealer, Mountain West Business Solutions represents quality office equipment that lasts. We work with each client to understand your workflow, your goals, and your bottom line. Whether you lease or purchase office equipment, we have many ways to work with you to provide the best products at the best value. We also service and provide supplies for HP printers. Call Mountain West Business Solutions today. Let us help you find the best solutions for you and your business.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Red Devils! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
Second semifinal about to get underway of the 2021 Evanston High School Alumni Volleyball Tournament. Elan, Olliff, and Cody Olsen bringing you the action live from Davis Middle School. And in our first semifinal, we saw Team Peterson featuring Taylor Peterson, Ricky Bruce Shantz, Ricky Salaga Gerard, Mariah Stout, and Corey DeRue defeat in straight sets Team Sowers featuring Jesse Stowers, Megan Stout, Miranda Critchfield, Haley Barker Hicks, and Alexia Leland in two straight sets, 25-22, and then a rather convincing, I believe it's 25-11. I didn't write it down, but a good win for team number 4, so that's Team Taylor Peterson. Now we will have our second semifinal featuring Team Chandler, featuring Jess Chandler from 2010, Jody Bruce Mitchell from 2004, Aaron Kirby from 2010, and Brianna Sanders from 2010, taking on Team Collins, featuring Team Kenzie Collins from 2013, Lauren Thomas Lubeck from 2010, Eliza Cooper Huntley from 2010, Kaylee Critchfield MacArthur from 2019, and Ashlyn Rhodes. We don't have a class year for her because she was the last second entry. But it'll be a fun match considering we saw this Team Collins take on Team Sowers and split with them, and then Team Chandler have two really good close matches against Team Peterson.
Yeah, it's pretty fun to see these two teams match up against each other, and they're respectively the 2 and the 3 seed, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yep.
And, the 1 seed taking care of business in the first matchup, and we're hoping to see something along the lines of just competitive, good-natured volleyball, which we've seen the entirety of the day so far. It's been great to be here with you, Elan. I mean, the breaks seem to be quite long in between. I mean, not a whole lot we can cover other than the fact that we've got teams out onto the court getting prepped and ready to go. It seemed as though they took that team picture because Team 1 was officially eliminated, so they wanted – was it Team 3?
Team 3, yeah.
Apologies. It was Team 3 that
so
was
they
officially
could head
eliminated
out, yeah.
so that they can head out, and that makes more sense after the fact. Hindsight is 20/20.
Absolutely, yeah, that does make a lot of sense as – Team Chandler, again, featuring Jess Chandler, Jody Bruce Mitchell, Aaron Kirby, and Brianna Sanders And I think they've got a fifth player there. Only 4 names on the roster for Team Chandler. But there's 5 players out there. We're going to have to see if we can get maybe Coach Lawler to help us out with that, or Donna Bruce will come up. It looks like she's going to side judge this one. But I see Aaron Kirby out there. I see Jody Bruce Mitchell, Jess Chandler, and Brianna Sanders. The unfamiliar one is this young lady in a gray, or a white and gray top, who just walked over and put a bracelet on the scores table. It says property of Black Hills State. So as soon as we get that name, we'll try to make sure we give credit to her.
Where credit will be due.
On the other side, Team Collins features Kenzie Collins, Lauren Thomas Lubeck, Eliza Cooper Huntley, Kaylee Critchfield MacArthur, and Ashlyn Rhodes. Oh, wait a minute. I wonder if we had a team change, as there are 5 names on Team Collins, and I only see 4 players there. So possibly a team change. Anyway, Lubeck sends that one to Sanders on the left side. Mitchell off the top of the net. MacArthur keeps it in. Lubeck tries to put it down, and she just misses away. And it is 1-0 Team Chandler. Serving for Team Chandler is that young lady that we don't have a name for. Again, we'll have to see if we can get that, as the point will go to Team Collins. I wonder if it's a possibility that Eliza Cooper Huntley. No, I don't think so. I think if we, because I'm seeing 4
on one side.
On one side and 5 on the other. Anyway, serve by Ashlyn Rhodes ends up being an ace. So we'll see if we can get that figured out. Anyway, Rhodes with the serve again, received by Team Chandler. Setting up, Aaron Kirby drops it down on the 10-foot stripe, and it's 2-2 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Served by Kirby into the net. 3-2, Team Collins. Lubeck to serve for Team Collins, and that's an ace. 4-2 for Team Collins. Lubeck out there with MacArthur, Rhodes, and Collins. That one into the net, and it's a 1-point game as Jody Bruce Mitchell from 2004 will serve. First touch, back row, Lubeck. Popped up high by Collins and sent over by Rhodes. Pushed over the net by Sanders, and now here comes Rhodes, who can't clear it out. It's 4 hits called on Team Collins, and we're knotted up at 4 apiece here in set 1.
4-4. That sounds good. A 4x4. That sounds real good right now.
Mitchell with the serve. Received by MacArthur, sent back over by Collins, and now here comes a hard attack left side. Great dig by MacArthur. Lubeck sends it towards the right corner, kept alive by Chandler, pushed over by Collins. Sent back by Sanders. Goes off of Rhodes' hand and over the right sideline. They award the point to Team Chandler. Mitchell to serve again. That one into the net, and it's all knotted up at 5 again. Kaylee Critchfield MacArthur to serve into the net, and we're going to go back and forth for a while.
Maybe. It's very possible. Very possible.
Jess Chandler of 2010 to serve. Count 1, 2, 3.
Let's break this streak here.
5 players from class of 2010 on the court right now. And that's an ace for Chandler. They go up 7-5, trying to set up a rematch with Team Peterson in the finals. Chandler to serve. First touch back row. Rhodes kept alive by Collins. Rhodes clears it out on the third hit. Chandler backs that right side. Sanders looking for the back row. Great dive by MacArthur. Rhodes goes out of bounds, and she tries to send it back through, but she's just wide. 8-5 as Jess Chandler from 2010 continues to serve. Receive back row, Critchfield. Left side, Lubeck looking for the back line. She goes over it. And quite a run being built up right now by Chandler. That's another ace. Five-point lead for Team Chandler here in the semifinals. Set number 1. 3 sets, best of 3 to 25. Chandler with the serve again. Into the net, and the run ends.
It's a long period of sitting and waiting. It seems like everybody's just a little bit slow getting back into this.
Kenzie Collins with the serve. Left side, Aaron Kirby down on the left sideline. 5-point lead for Team Chandler. And now Brianna Sanders to serve. First touch back row, Collins, who sends it back over. Right set and a light attack. Great dig by Lubeck. Sent back, though, by Kirby. And a 6-point lead for Team Chandler. Sanders to serve again. Under the net. 5-point lead for Team Chandler. And now Ashland Rhodes to serve. Can't get that one over the net. She's kind of got that underhand arc serve where if it drops hard, or it doesn't quite clear it. 13-7 serve. Team Chandler leads. Collins to Sanders on the other side. Kirby with the hit. Drops that down in the back row, and Erin Kirby having herself a game now. It goes out of bounds after a run out to pick it up.
Rolling across the floor back over here to the left side.
Again, we don't know the name of the young lady serving right now, as she's not on the roster that was given to us for Team Chandler, but she serves an ace. Makes it 15-7.
There you go. Bonus production and talent there for Team Chandler.
First touch, MacArthur back row. Collins chases it down back to MacArthur, who goes into the net. 16-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Serve receive back row, Lubeck. Collins goes right back to Lubeck, looking for the left corner, puts it in the face of Sanders, and she kind of dodges out of the way, goes off of her and out of bounds. 8-point lead for Chandler after that mini run, and that will bring up Lauren Thomas Lubeck from class of 2010. And an ace. Great serving in this second semifinal so far. Serve receive, Sanders back row. Chandler goes left side, Mitchell into the net. And just like that, here comes Team Collins. High arcing serve, first touch, Sanders back row. Chandler cross set, left side, Mitchell off the top of the net. And back at her, and now Collins starting to build up a bit of a run. I believe that's 4-0 now for the serves of Lubeck. First touch, Sanders. Chandler punches it over. It goes over the left sideline. 4-point lead, but it's coming down consistently for Team Chandler. Lubeck serves for Team Collins, received by Mitchell, slapped back over by Chandler, and the points go to them. 17-12 as Aaron Kirby will come up to serve. Kirby from the class of 2010. First touch, back row Lubeck, left side MacArthur, who palms it over the net. Kept alive by Mitchell, and 4 hits called on Team Chandler. 4 hits, 4-point lead. Served by Kaylee Critchfield MacArthur from class of 2019. Kirby sends it over on a 3rd hit. Collins, cross set. Here comes Lubeck into the block of Mitchell and down. Jody Bruce Mitchell of 2004 trying to set up a matchup with her sister in the finals, Ricky Bruce Schatz. And her serve goes over the right sideline. Points go to Team Collins, and that'll bring up Kenzie Collins from 2013 to serve. Receive back row Kirby. Chandler cross set, left side attack. That one is down in the right corner. Again, not on the roster for Team Chandler, so if we get that name, we'll definitely give her all the credit she deserves because she has been playing great. 20-13 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Chandler with the serve. Received by Collins. MacArthur cross set. Lubeck, who swings and misses and puts it down. I'm not sure if she almost slapped Sanders in the face, but it was
pretty
an
funny.
interesting interaction
right
between
there.
Lubeck and Sanders. Served by Chandler. A diving Collins can't keep it there, and it's a ace for Jess Chandler.
The ball went under the stands.
I think the ball went under. Yeah, the ball went under the stand, so we're going to have to fish it out. 22-13 the score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Chandler to serve, 3 points away from taking set 1. And setting things up nicely for her team. Going into set 2 here in the semifinals. Received by Collins, right side, Rhodes into the net, 23-13. 10-point lead for Team Chandler. And the serve. Receive Collins. Critchfield, cross set left side. Lubeck out. And that is going to set up match point. 24-13.
Massive run here for Team Chandler, and we'll see if they can capitalize here on the very end. She's able to serve it.
Jess Chandler trying to get the ace to win it, and she does do just that. Chandler with the ace, and they take set number 1. They'll transition to the right side of the screen after this at the 2021 Evanston High School Alumni Volleyball Tournament, live on mylocalradio.com.
Now you've got a safe and secure place to store your boat, RV, ATVs, and other vehicles right in town. T-Bar Body Shop offers storage for just $35 per month. Long and short-term storage options are available. Of course, T-Bar Body Shop also offers custom body work when you have an accident. We work with your insurance directly and get the job done right. T-Bar Body Shop offers a wide range of services. Stop in today and see all the ways T-Bar can serve you. 515 County Road, Evanston. Let T-Bar fix your car.
This is Colt Hamilton with Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston. I'm excited to announce our new Legendary Leadership Award. Each month we are going to be giving away $1,000 to a local legendary leader. We need your nominations. We want to start giving back to people that have stepped up to keep our community thriving. Nominate anyone from leaders among our schools, healthcare workers, first responders, and so on. Who do you know that has made an impact in our community? Together, let's recognize and reward people that have made a difference in your lives. Email me your nominations at leaders@RockyMountainYetiEvanston.com or click the link below. Again, that's leaders@RockyMountainYetiEvanston.com.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
Well, set 2 has been going for just a little bit, and it finds Team Collins with a 2-1 lead. Collins with the serve, received by Chandler. Mitchell can't keep it in bounds, and just like that, Collins with a 3-1 lead here in set 2. Kenzie to serve again, received back row. Kirby goes right sideline to left sideline and drops it down. Cuts the gap down to 1. Aaron Kirby from 2010 to serve for Team Chandler. Received by Rhodes and rolls up her left shoulder and out of bounds. Gives the game-tying ace to Kirby as they took set number 1. Kirby to serve again. Receive Rhodes, that's heading out of bounds, and back-to-back aces for Aaron Kirby. That one barely over the net, and it's 3 aces in a row for Aaron Kirby.
Quite impressive.
Is she trying to serve the rest of the game?
Maybe. It'd be quite the feat. They have a chance to return here.
And they can't get it. I don't know if that's quite counted as an ace, considering
5-0 run
yeah.
right now.
But Kirby has been on fire. Kept alive by MacArthur. Collins goes left side. Lubeck gets the return for the first time in quite a while. Sanders puts it over for Team Chandler. Now Collins with a chance. Punched back over by MacArthur. Backs that left side Sanders. And now another chance. Lubeck going for the back row. A diving player in the back row. Can't stop it. Again, we don't know that player's name, but we're going to try to get it. If not this game, then if they make the finals, we'll definitely be talking about them. 6-4, Team Chandler. Served by Rhodes, received back row. Chandler calms it down, left side. Sanders blocked by Collins with a beautiful stuff block. Rhodes to serve again. Clears the net, received by Sanders. Chandler. Cross set back to Sanders, pushed over. Great dig by Rhodes. Here comes Lubeck on the left side, off of the fingertips of Mitchell and down, and it's all knotted up at 6.
There we go, tied up. Good run.
Rhodes with the serve yet again. Clears the net, kept alive by Sanders. It's an over return by Sanders, sent back by Collins, and Team Collins takes the lead 7-6. Serve by Rhodes, right side. Mitchell pushes it over, kept in by Lubeck. Collins goes left side, back to Lubeck, and over the back line. 7-7 now. Jody Bruce Mitchell from 2004 to serve. First touch back row, Lubeck. Collins goes to MacArthur, blocked by Chandler, and puts it back down, and Jess Chandler puts her own team back on top. Mitchell to serve, into the net, 8-8. really impressed with some of the defense we've been seeing in this one.
I've been thoroughly impressed with how quickly people are hustling and getting places. It's just been fun to see everybody flying around.
Served by Lubeck, receive Kirby. Chandler cross that left side, and that one, a one-hit return by Lubeck, goes high and over the left sideline. And Team Chandler goes back out on top, 9-8. They lead at 1-0. Jess Chandler from 2010 to serve. And that's an ace. Down in the back row. Trying to get to it was Rhodes, but she just mistimed it. You see Lauren Thomas Lubeck giving her some advice, saying try to get to that with the two hands. Served by Chandler, received by MacArthur. Collins goes right back to MacArthur, who lightly puts it over the line. Right side, Kirby looking for the back row and buries it. 3-point lead for Team Chandler. Jess Chandler to serve again. First touch, back row, MacArthur. Collins back sets to Rhodes, right side, and a good dig by Kirby. Chandler setting up the attack, and it's good. Gave the points to Team Chandler in a 4-point lead. By the way, it's worthy to note, Chandler was serving, so she hustled from behind the back row to the net in order to set that pass up. Served by Chandler, receive MacArthur, back set Lubeck, and she drops it over the line and on the 10-foot stripe. Lubeck from the class of 2010, so teammates with Chandler and Kirby, as the serve drops in from MacArthur. Back to Kaylee Critchfield MacArthur, down by 2 for Team Collins. Receive Sanders. Chandler cross that left side. Kirby off of the block and out of bounds. No, they called her into the net. Kirby goes into the net. And they give the point to Team Collins. They're down by 1. Set 2 rather. Set 1 was taken by Team Chandler. And it's an ace for MacArthur. She put it out of the reach of everyone and just buries it in the back row. 12-12. MacArthur with the serve. That one barely gets over the net, over the head of Chandler, and drops down. Back-to-back aces for MacArthur. 1-point lead for Team Collins. Received by Sanders. Is she going to go for 3 aces in a row? Sent back by Sanders. Collins back set right side, Rhodes, and leads it into the net. So the point goes back to Team Chandler. Sanders back to serve for Team Chandler. Serve, receive, Lubeck back row. Collins goes right back to Lubeck, who gets it over the net, goes left sideline to right sideline. Big fist pump, and they are on top. 14-13, Kenzie Collins from 2013 to serve. Serve, receive, back row, Mitchell. Chandler back sets to Kirby, lightly hits it over. MacArthur calms it down. Left side, Lubeck goes out of bounds over the left sideline, and it's all knotted up at 14 apiece.
Good stuff, as it's been pretty dang close going back and forth in terms of runs. I've got to be honest, the comeback here from the team, goodness, I am so
Collins.
sorry. Collins, my brain is absolutely dead. The comeback has been quite impressive, although Team Chandler has gone up by 1. Team Collins has really put in the work. They're playing with one less person out there.
Yeah, they are. And it's a little interesting because they're, according to the rosters, there's 5 on Team Collins, 4 on Team Chandler.
And we got some Maybe got some Kevin Durant stuff going on out there.
Give the point to Chandler. They're up by 2. They lead it 1-0. Trying to book a date with Team Peterson in the finals. Serve, receive, Lubeck. MacArthur with the back set over the net. Kirby down in the back row. And Aaron Kirby just buried that shot. And Team Chandler can smell the finals now. Ace for Team Chandler. Serve received by Lubeck. MacArthur cross set back to Lubeck and goes off of, thought it went off the block, but it goes over the right sideline is the call. 19-14, Team Chandler. Serve receive by Collins. Dump set MacArthur. Great read by Mitchell, who sends it over with one fist. Left side, Lubeck goes into the top of the net, and 4 hits called on Team Collins. Team Chandler 5 points away from the finals.
It's getting close.
The serve received by Collins. She wasn't expecting it. Left side, Lubeck goes left sideline to right sideline. Great read by Mitchell. Mitchell with the attack in the left. And now Lubeck with one of her own. It's a light hit. Nobody there at the 10-foot stripe. And she buries that one. Ashland Rhodes to serve for Team Collins. Serve received back row Mitchell. Chandler goes right back to Mitchell, looking for the back row, deflected high by Rhodes. MacArthur goes Lubeck and passed over. Chandler goes to Mitchell, looking for the left corner. Great read by MacArthur. Collins sends it back. Sanders chases it down. Back set right side, Kirby, and that one is a one-hit return. Great dig by Rhodes. Left side, Mitchell threads it on the left sideline. And a 6-point lead.
7-point lead. According to, yes, of course.
Either way, it's a 21 points for Team Chandler as a hard attack comes from the left for Lubeck. We'll call it a 6-point lead. Oh, they matched it.
They're just a little behind. Elan, you're ahead of the curve there.
21-16 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Collins tries to return it. Cross that left side. Sanders pokes it over. And Lubeck can't keep it in. 22-16. 6-point lead. 3 points away as Jody Bruce Mitchell from 2004 takes the ball to serve in what could be a set that sends them to the finals of the 2021 Evanston Alumni Volleyball Tournament. Great read by MacArthur, but she puts it wide over the left sideline. 23-16. Served by Mitchell, received by Lubeck. Back set right side to Rhodes, down on the 10-foot stripe. Nice read by Ashland Rhodes. 23-17 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Kaylee Critchfield MacArthur to serve from 2019. Receive by Mitchell. Sent back over by Sanders, down on the far side of the 10-foot stripe. And we have a match point for Team Chandler. It is Jess Chandler from 2010 to serve for her own team. Match point. Received by Rhodes. Collins calms it down. Left side, Lubeck. And that one down in the back row. Great dig by Mitchell. Slapped over by Kirby. Down in the back line. And Aaron Kirby gets the game-winning kill to send them to the finals here at the 7th annual Lady Red Devil Volleyball Alumni Tournament. We'll be right back with our finals after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2021 Evanston High School Alumni Volleyball Tournament live on mylocalradio.com.
As high school sports fans, we know that sometimes you have to drive a long way to get to the next game. If you find yourself on the side of the road, remember that Freeway Tire in Evanston offers service calls and roadside assistance 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's a great idea to have your vehicle serviced, tires checked, and oil changed to make sure it's in top shape before your next long drive. Visit Freeway Tire today, your locally owned and operated tire shop. Freeway Tire, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
The importance of saving and learning how to use money wisely can be taught from a very young age. At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we offer youth accounts to help kids learn to save, borrow, and spend responsibly. Our youth accounts are special, just like the kids in our community. Check out our See You Grow, See You Learn, and See You Prosper accounts for kids 0 to 18. These accounts are great to start managing finances. Open a youth account today for $1. TronaValley.com, member NCUA.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes. For the tooth fairy. So the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
Welcome back to Davis Middle School, and it looks like we're getting a bit of an extended break before our finals, which will feature Team Peterson with Taylor Peterson, class of 2021, Ricky Bruce Shantz, class of 2000, Ricky Saloga Gerard, class of 2005, Mariah Stout, class of 2010, and Corey DeRue, class of 2019, taking on Team Chandler with Jess Chandler, class of 2010, Jody Bruce Mitchell, class of 2004, Aaron Kirby, class of 2010, and Brianna Sanders, class of 2010. That final will get started momentarily. I think they're going to take a little bit of a break before we get going with it. But Cody Olsen, it's been a fun afternoon of volleyball here, as we've only got one more match before this one comes to a close.
Yep, one more we go, and it's the big leagues. So we'll see how these two respective teams play against each other. We've seen the talent, they've seen the tendencies, so let's see if they can put a game plan together and get ready to go.
Absolutely, and two players that have kind of stood out in this tournament, no surprise, Aaron Kirby and Ricky Bruce Shantz. Should be a fun battle of two big hitters.
Should be a battle of two huge hitters, and I expect that we're going to see some highlights here in the final moments of this championship game. Two matches. First one to best of three.
Yep, best 2 out of 3 to 25, like what we saw in the semifinals. Real quick, hats off to Team Collins, featuring Kenzie Collins from 2013, Lauren Thomas Lubeck from 2010, Eliza Cooper Huntley from 2010, Kaylee Critchfield MacArthur from 2019, Ashland Rhodes from we actually don't have a class year from her because she was a last-second entry, and also a big hand to Team Sowers, featuring Jessie Sowers from 2015, Megan Stout from 2010, Miranda Critchfield from 2016, Haley Barker Hicks from 2018, and Alexia Leland from 2019. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will probably be getting started here pretty quick with our finals. It's going to be Team Peterson taking on Team Chandler. It'll be a fun one on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation. This is the 2021 Lady Red Devil Volleyball Alumni Tournament on mylocalradio.com.
They say the three most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Gee, Tommy, you look amazing. Did you try something different with your enamel?
No way, I wouldn't do anything to alter these pearly whites, but I did see Dr. McKay Frankham, who told me if I didn't floss, I could miss up 35% of food particles.
Really? You told you that?
Yep, and you know what? He's 100% right. I started flossing and now I look better than ever.
Wow, I want to see Dr. McKay Frankham.
Well, give him a call, 307-789-8910. Easy to remember, right?
That's super easy. Dr. McKay Frankham at 307-789-8910. I'll call today.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
Team Chandler taking on Team Peterson in the finals of the 2021 Evanston High School Alumni Volleyball Tournament. Elan, Olliff, and Cody Olsen happy to bring you the action on a Wednesday afternoon. And Cody, it's been a lot of fun today.
Oh, yeah, we're excited. We're elated. We're stoked. We are absolutely just beside ourselves. Like, I honest to goodness, it's really fun to be able to see all the alumni coming out here. The two best teams have come out to play in this championship game. We know the tendencies. We got the buzzer going, so we should be able to have something going on here in the moment's time, get some play going.
I just heard Aaron Kirby call the one player that we don't have the name for Taylor.
Okay.
So
we have a
first name. It's Taylor. Don't know the last name, so we apologize about that. But she played great in the semifinal.
Yeah, she did.
In that 2-set victory. It's going to be Team Chandler on the left, Team Peterson on the right. Before we get started in this finals, hats off to Donna Bruce for putting on this event.
Oh, yeah.
7th year they've been able to do it. Last year when they did it, they didn't have any spectators because of COVID. This year, it's not only back, but we're able to bring it to you on mylocalradio.com for all the alumni, past volleyball players, and just Evanston volleyball fans that would like to watch this one. Rock, paper, scissors decides who gets the first serve, and it looked like Taylor Peterson just beat Aaron Kirby at rock, paper, scissors. So looks like that's how we're going to go as Corey DeRue stands ready to serve on the right side of the square. And I just realized that on our scoreboard it's backward. We've got right on the left and left on the right. Apologies for that.
Oh, well.
You get the idea, though.
Oh, yeah, we get the idea.
So on the right side of the net, you've got Team Peterson, Corey DeRue getting ready to serve. As we get ready to go here.
Getting ready. Stretching it out, the anticipation.
Corey DeRue waiting for the go-ahead. As this was the first two teams that we saw duke it out and when our broadcast started around noon today. And serve receive by Taylor goes out of bounds over the right sideline, and Peterson takes the lead 1-0 here in set one of the finals. Served by DeRue, received by Mitchell. Chandler calms it down. Kirby sends that one towards the back row and puts it down. Tied at 1. Taylor to serve for Team Chandler. All I heard was Aaron Kirby say, "Taylor, come on," and then she ran onto the court. So I think that was the Taylor she was talking to. Anyway, back to live action, and the point is going to go to Team Peterson. Stout does a good job staying out of the net. Serve by Gerard, received by Sanders. Kirby slaps into the net. 3-1 Team Peterson over Team Chandler, as you have Ricky Salaga Gerard from 2005 serving for Team Peterson. That one out over the left sideline, and just like that, what felt like a pretty good lead gets cut down to 1.
Numbers, numbers, numbers. It's all about runs and numbers, and only 1 point separate these two fantastic teams right now.
Served by Kirby. Received back row shots over return. Chandler almost sent it back. Kept alive by Mitchell. She gets the pass from Chandler and sends it back over. Back hit clearance from DeRue. Left side, Sanders, light hit, puts it down on the near side of the 10-foot stripe, and we're knotted up at 3. Kirby to serve for Team Chandler. First touch, back row, Gerard. Peterson calms it down, right side, Shantz. Looking for the back row and buries that one down at the basketball logo in the key. 4-3 Team Peterson, and it'll be Taylor Peterson from 2021 to serve. Serve back row, Sanders. This one curling out of bounds, kept in by Kirby, sent back over by Chandler. Peterson backs that right side, shots, looking for the back row, off of Sanders and out of bounds. 5-3 Team Peterson. Peterson to serve again. Here we go. That one is down in the right sideline. Great serve by Taylor Peterson, doubling up Team Chandler 6-3. Peterson has only been an alumni for less than a year, and she's already playing in this tournament.
Start them young, get them going.
Serve received by Team Chandler. Jess puts it over the net, popped up high by Peterson, sent back by Stout. And now Chandler calms it down. Left side, Sanders pushes it over, looking for the right sideline, denied by Gerard. Pass from Peterson back to Gerard. Over return from Team Chandler. Sent back by Shantz. Right side, Mitchell through the block of Stout and down on the 10-foot stripe. 6-4 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. And you can tell it's been a long day. People moving a bit slower in between plays.
Just taking a little bit of time.
As Team Chandler will get Jody Bruce Mitchell to serve. First touch, back row, Shantz. Sent back over by Peterson. Mitchell receives in the back right corner. Chandler cross that right side to Sanders. Great read by Gerard. Sends it to back center row. Left side, Taylor with the hard hit. And that one's down on the right sideline. Chandler cuts the gap down, or Team Chandler cuts the gap down to 1. Mitchell to serve again. First touch, back row, Gerard. Peterson backs that right side. Shantz looking for the back row. Over return. And now here comes Team Peterson with a chance. Shantz looking for the left corner. Kept alive by Kirby. Taylor sends it over. And now Shantz yet again. Right sideline looking for the left. Bopped up high by Sanders and out of bounds. 7-5 Team Peterson. Ricky Bruce Shantz to serve. Graduate of the class of 2000. Serve received by Taylor, kept in by Sanders. Chandler pushes it over, and it's off of Gerard and down in the back row. 7-6 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Chandler to serve again. First touch, back row, DeRue. Peterson, cross that left side, Gerard, down in the back line. 2-point lead, and these two teams playing pretty close right now.
Yeah, they're getting they're getting good looks, a lot of defensive stops too, but at this point, Team Peterson just holding on to a slight advantage.
Mariah Stout from 2010 to serve. First touch, back row, Mitchell jumping. Chandler keeps it alive. Taylor clears it out. DeRue keeps it alive on the run, but nobody could get there to help her out, and it drops down in the back row. 1-point lead for Team Peterson. And Brianna Sanders from 2010 with a chance. DeRue chases it down, but it's over the right sideline. And just like that, Peterson gets that 2-point lead back. What's the minimum you need to win the set? It's 2, so as long as Peterson can keep this up,
right?
They're in good shape. Served by Corey DeRue, class of 2019. First touch, back row, Sanders. Right side, Kirby, deflected high by Stout. Kirby sends it back, and it's through Gerard and into the back row out of bounds. Point to Team Chandler, and now you've got Taylor serving for Team Chandler. Down by 1, 9-8. First touch, back row, DeRue. Peterson goes left side shots, looking for the back row, and off of Mitchell and over the back line. 2-point lead sustained by Team Peterson. Ricky Salaga Gerard from 2005 to serve for Team Peterson, up by 2, and that's an ace. Kirby kind of pushes it away from her and down, and it's a 3-point lead. Served by Gerard, received by Sanders, over return, calmed down by shots. Peterson slaps it over, and she gets called into the net. She says, maybe I was in the net just a little bit. 2-point lead for Team Peterson, served by Kirby. Peterson backs that right side shots, looking for the back row, denied by Sanders. Chandler goes right side Mitchell, and now here comes another chance for Team Peterson. Chance can't get there in time as it was curling towards the net on the right sideline, and 1-point lead. Kirby to serve. First touch, DeRue with a hard dig. Stout puts it over the net, and Mitchell clears it over. Shantz calms it down. Peterson passes to Shantz, who pushes it over on the run from the right side. Chandler cross that left side to Sanders, looking for the back row, denied by Gerard. Here comes Shantz, dead center, off of Sanders and over the back line. 12-10, Team Peterson.
2-point lead, that's what they're holding on to.
Taylor Peterson from the class of 2021. Team that I think surprised a lot of people last year. With the serve received by Team Chandler. They send it to DeRue, sent back to Team Chandler. Right side, Mitchell looking for the right corner. Peterson, Shantz, and that one a diving dig by Mitchell, but Sanders can't keep it in. 3-point lead for Team Peterson. Peterson to serve. A bullet at the left sideline. Chandler, calmed down by DeRue. Shantz looking for the right side, and that's going to come towards us. And a 4-point lead.
Just below.
Peterson to serve again. Best 2 out of 3 to 25 here in this final. Serve received by Sanders. It's an ace. 5-point lead. Might be the biggest lead we've seen in this match.
I think in this match so far it has been.
We saw a 10-point lead in another match earlier, and that was the biggest one we've seen all day. Serve received by Sanders. Chandler goes right back to Sanders. Gerard in the back. Peterson with the dump. Chandler left side to Sanders. Great dig by Gerard. Back set shots. Lightly over the net. Mitchell looking for the back row, denied by DeRue. Shots on the right. Peterson bops it up high. Chandler back to Mitchell. We got ourselves a good volley going on here, but Stout can't keep it in bounds. And the run ends. Mitchell to serve. Jody Bruce Mitchell from 2004. Serve received by DeRue. Shantz on the right, down on the sideline. That'll bring up Ricky Bruce-Shantz from the class of 2000 to serve. Received by Kirby. They send it over in one hit. And the ball kind of careens towards the net. Stout can't keep it out. 4-point lead for Team Peterson. Jess Chandler from 2010 to serve. First touch, back row, Giroux. Peterson calms it down. Left side, Gerard off of the fingertips of Sanders and sent back over by Team Peterson, but it's out of bounds. Point goes to Team Chandler. Jess Chandler to serve. First touch, Gerard back row. Peterson back to Gerard, off of the fingertips of the block and down in the back row. What a hit by Ricky Salaga Gerard. Graduated in 2005, but she's not lost a step. Served by Mariah Stout from 2010, received by Sanders. Chandler goes left side. Kirby off of Gerard, right back to Chandler and down. 18-13 here in set one. Peterson Team Peterson trying to take set one and put the pressure on Team Chandler. Cross that left side. Kirby down in the back row. No surprise there. You know when Erin Kirby sets foot on a volleyball court, she's going to get hers. Sanders with the serve. First touch, back row, Giroux. Calmed down by Peterson, who keeps it inbound. Great job there by Taylor. Left side, Mitchell goes off of the block and down on the Peterson side, and it is 15-18 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Brianna Sanders from 2010 to serve. First touch, back row, Stout, and it's an ace. 2-point lead for Team Peterson. Sanders to serve again. First touch, back row, Giroux. Peterson cross that left side, Shantz looking for the back row, denied by Chandler, punched over by Kirby, kept in by Gerard. Here comes Shantz with take two, and this time she finds it. Served by Giroux. Up by 3. Corey Giroux from 2019. First touch was Sanders, sent back by Mitchell. Shantz, dead center attack. Blocked by Erin Kirby. They go one-on-one, and Kirby wins this round. What a hit by Erin Kirby to just kind of put that one back down. Served by Taylor, received by Giroux. Cross set to Ricky Shantz, looking for the right corner and got it then. 20-17 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard here in set one. Finals of the 2021 Evanston High School Alumni Volleyball Tournament. Kirby with the serve off of Gerard, kept in by Giroux, who used some speed to get there. But they can't keep it in bounds. 20-18, Team Chandler down by 2. Erin Kirby to serve. Into the net, 21-18. Taylor Peterson to serve for Team Peterson. Up by 3. Chandler. Sanders blocked by Shantz and down. What a block by Ricky Shantz. 22-18. Served by Peterson. First touch, back row, Kirby. Chandler backs that right side. Mitchell looking for the back row and found it. So the two sisters trade kills, And it's a 3-point lead for Team Peterson. Jody Bruce Mitchell from 2004 to serve. First touch, Gerard back row. Peterson backs that right side shot. Down in the back row. She's got that dialed in now. Shantz to serve it. First touch, back row, Kirby. Chandler calms it down, cross that left side, Taylor looking for the back row. Diving dig by Shantz. Gerard with the third hit clearance. Chandler cross pass to Taylor, deflected high, Shantz. Gerard, great dig by Kirby, but it goes off her left shoulder and over the right sideline. Set point for Team Peterson. Light serve, looking for the ace to win it, and she does just that. Lightly serves it, puts it down on the near side of the 10-foot stripe, and Team Peterson takes set 1, 25-19. We're going to take a quick break. We'll have set 2 after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2021 Evanston High School Alumni Volleyball Tournament on mylocalradio.com.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Well, it's been fun to come back out here and broadcast some sports after the break, the winter break. Hope everybody had a great Christmas and a happy New Year's coming up. Elan, Olliff, and Cody Olsen as we get ready to start set number 2 of the finals of the 2021 Evanston High School Alumni Volleyball Tournament. Team Peterson with Taylor Peterson, Ricky Bruce Shantz, Ricky Salaga, Gerard, Mariah Stout, and Corey DeRue take set 1 and are 25 points away from taking the bragging rights here at Davis Middle School.
Yeah, one more separates this team from taking the dub, and, I don't expect to see anything quite different than what we saw in the earlier ones. You're going to have to feed Peterson and definitely get things going, and across the net it will go, and I think mostly if you can get some defense going, I think you can easily cruise. Your offense is there, just being in the right place at the right time, getting it going, get that dub.
Absolutely. So they'll switch sides. Team Peterson will go on the left. Team Chandler featuring Jess Chandler, Jody Bruce Mitchell, Aaron Kirby, Brianna Sanders, and Taylor will be on the right side of the net. And yes, we are aware that we have right and left mixed up on the scoreboard.
Yep.
Just looked at that. It's like, oh, well, that's interesting.
It happens. Happens to the best of us.
Evanston Red Devil fans, want to invite you to join me live from Laramie High School when we have Evanston basketball come back after the winter break on Thursday, January 6th. Evanston and Laramie at Laramie High School. That means I will have been to all 8. After this trip, I will have been to all 8 4A high schools. Laramie was the last one on my list.
You looking for blackout?
Yeah, we'll have the whole set after this trip to Laramie. Girls, I believe, play at 6:30, boys at 7. Serve by Sanders to get us underway here in the second set. And now Shantz buries that one in the back row, picking up right where she left off.
There you go. She wants it.
We've been playing since 9 a.m. Let's make it. There's what some of them are thinking, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Served by DeRue. That's an ace. 2-0. Team Peterson. Corey DeRue from 2019 to serve. Taylor bops it up. Mitchell looking for the back row. Gerard with the defense. Shantz tries to thread it on the right sideline. Is successful 3-0 run to start for Team Peterson.
Nothing to panic about if you're Team Collins. You've seen runs like this all the time, and you've been able to come back. So just find your focal point, get ready to go.
Drew sends it. Received by Taylor. Chandler. Bop sets. Looks for Aaron Kirby, and Team Chandler get their first points of the second set on an Aaron Kirby kill that lands towards the left sideline.
Excuse me, I got to correct myself. I think I said Collins. I meant to say Chandler. I mean, it doesn't help that everything starts with a C. But
Taylor with the serve for Team Chandler.
Got him.
Serve received by Daru. Shots, dead center attack down at the back row with some assistance by the Team Chandler defense. 4-1 Peterson. Serve to be taken by Ricky Salaga Gerard from 2005. Team Peterson in set 2 of the finals. Left side, Mitchell deflected high by Gerard. Stout lightly puts it over the net. Mitchell sends it to sister Ricky, who puts it over. And now another chance. Mitchell with 1 foot on the 10-foot stripe. Great dig in the back row by Team Peterson defense. Right side shots, looking for the back row. Too long. Gap cut in half as Team Chandler will send Aaron Kirby to serve. Into the net. 5-2 as Taylor Peterson, class of 2021, gets ready to serve. That one into the net. And a 2-point lead. It's the similar story we saw in set 1 where for a while Peterson just clung to a 2-point lead and then pulled away in the middle parts of the set. We'll see if that repeats itself. Served by Mitchell, received by Daru, bopped up high by Peterson. Daru sends it back from the back row. Chandler, right side, Sanders into the block and down on the Chandler side of the hardwood. Ricky Shantz to serve. First touch, back row, Taylor. Mitchell, cross set, Taylor again. Shantz, Peterson dumps it. Taylor again, great slide by Shantz. Gerard into the block and down. Great team block by Chandler and Sanders. And now Chandler to serve for her namesake team, Team Chandler. Serve received Daru. Peterson, cross set, left side, Gerard, and blocked by Taylor, sent back by Daru. Kirby, light hit, and puts it into that confusion area between two defenders. Kirby with just a great touch puts it down, and it's a 1-point lead for Team Peterson. Team Chandler trying to force a third and deciding set. Serve received, Daru. Peterson, left side, looking for Gerard. Kirby goes to Chandler, who puts it over with 2 hands. Peterson, left side, Gerard, looking for the back row, 2 wide, and it's all knotted up at 6.
There you go.
Chandler to serve. That one wide of the back line. Chandler missed the ace by that much.
Just a mere inch.
Mariah Stout from 2010 to serve. That one goes below the net, and we're knotted up at 7 again. Serve received, Daru back row, kept alive by Peterson with a good effort, but nobody was around to help her. And Chandler takes the lead 8-7. Sanders, Brianna Sanders from 2010 serving. Into the net. All knotted up at 8 here in the second set. Team Peterson took set 1. Served by Daru. Receive by Sanders. Chandler setting up Kirby down in the back row. The connection between those two is still alive and well. Served by Taylor, received by Stout, and it's an over return that turns into a point. Stout over returns it. It barely clears the net and drops down towards the left sideline. 9-9 as Ricky Salaga Gerard from 2005 serves into the nets. Team Chandler takes the lead, and it's Aaron Kirby from 2010 to serve. First touch, Drew, back row. Peterson can't calm it down. 4 hits called on Team Peterson. 11-9. Chandler starting to get some momentum. Served by Kirby, received Gerard. Peterson backs that right side. Shantz looking for the right sideline. Great attack and a great dig by Chandler. Sent back, and they can't calm it down.
3 points now, Elan.
Bit of a run right now. I believe it's a 4-0 run for Team Chandler on the back of the serving of Aaron Kirby. Left side shots off of the block and out of bounds. So Shantz cuts the gap down to 2. Taylor Peterson from 2021 to serve. Montana Western University player this last season. As Taylor slaps it over for Team Chandler. Right side Shantz. Great dig in the back row by Taylor. Sent back over by Chandler. Kept alive by Daru. Gerard with the 3rd hit. Chandler. Left side Sanders. Good dig by Gerard. Back set Shantz. Kirby with the dig, and now sent back by Sanders. We got a great volley here late in the afternoon. Right side Shantz looking for the right corner. Kirby says no. Left sideline, that was Sanders. Dump set Peterson. Chandler returns the dump set and plants it on the left sideline. 3-point lead for Team Chandler. And they're a little bit of confusion. Kirby thought she was serving. Then she looked a little confused, like, where are we at again? And Mitchell walks up and takes it. That's Jody Bruce Mitchell from 2004. Received by Gerard. Right side Shantz looking for the 10-foot stripe. Great dig by Taylor. Daru with the dig. Shantz into the block of Chandler. Served by Jody Bruce Mitchell. As Team Chandler is up by 4. Received by Gerard and under the net. 5-point lead for Team Chandler, trying to knot it up and force a 3rd set. Serve received Daru. Peterson backs that right side. Shantz looking for the right sideline. Goes off of Mitchell and into the stands off the far end. And that ends the run, and now we'll see if Team Peterson can build some momentum behind the serving of Ricky Bruce Shantz of Class 2000. Shantz with the serve. First touch Kirby, back row. Chandler, cross set, left side. Taylor into the net. 3-point lead for Team Chandler. Shantz barely over the net. A tape tickler drops down for the ace. That's your leading candidate of the Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the game. Play of the afternoon. Served by Shantz again, received by Mitchell. Chandler back set. Sanders blocked by Gerard. And just like that, it's a 1-point game.
Goodness. I mean, they were looking at a 4-point lead, 5-point lead at one point, and now after the serving by Shantz, we're really looking at something a little more close.
Serve received, Kirby, left side. Taylor drops that down on the far side of the 10-foot area. Nobody was ready for that one. And now Chandler goes back up by 2. Jess Chandler to serve again, class of 2010. Serve received Daru. Peterson, left side, Gerard, blocked by the Team Chandler defense, but it goes high and drops down in no man's land. And it's a 1-point lead. Mariah Stout from 2010 to serve. Serve receive, Mitchell, Chandler, Kirby down in the back row. Aaron Kirby, my goodness. Continues to impress in this tournament. Brianna Sanders from 2010 to serve. Received by Stout, and it's out of bounds. 18-15 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Sanders to serve again. Received by Gerard, left side shots. And kept alive by Chandler, but it goes up over the net and out of bounds. 2-point lead for Team Chandler. Corey DeRue from 2019 to serve. Mitchell over returns into the net, kept alive by Chandler, and cleared out by Taylor. Kirby goes Chandler. Mitchell left side, great dig by DeRue, sent over by Peterson. Waiting for it was Mitchell. Kirby looking for the left corner and finds it. 19-16, 3-point lead, and man, this is going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
And, team Chandler has lost each of the 3 matchups that they've had so far. I think it's their turn to finally get one here. And what better time than the championship round, right?
Ace for Sanders, 20-16 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Set 2, we might have a set to 25 to determine at a third set. Serve received by Shantz. She gets it back from Peterson, deflected high by Chandler. Kirby looking for the back row, denied by DeRue. Shantz looking for the back, and she finds it. 3-point lead for Chandler. Gerard with the serve. Team Peterson into the net, 21-17, and right now, Chandler trying to extend this match as they need 4 more points. Serve by Taylor, received by DeRue. Shots left side, blocked by Kirby, bopped up high by Peterson. Stout goes right back to Peterson and down on the far side of the 10-foot stripe. Good looking play there by Taylor Peterson, and now 14 Peterson down by 3, but they're up 1-0 in this best 2 out of 3. Taylor Peterson, class of 2021. Over the back line. 22-18 to Aaron Kirby. Now to serve for Team Chandler. Serve receive DeRue. Peterson dump set looking for the 10-foot strike. Great read by Sanders. Sanders responds with an attack. Bopped high by Peterson. Stout puts it over the net. Kirby calms it down. Chandler goes to Mitchell. Great dig back row. DeRue. Shots on the right, blocked by Chandler, pushed over by Stout. A diving dig by DeRue in the back row, but it's out of bounds. 23-18, Team Chandler. Kirby to serve for Team Chandler into the net. 4-point lead for Team Chandler as Team Peterson's Ricky Bruce Shantz to serve. Serve received by Sanders. Calmed down by Kirby. Back to Sanders. Shantz reads it well in the back row. Peterson dump sets. Looking for the right corner. Good dig by Taylor. Pushed over by Chandler. Left side Gerard. Down in the back row. 3-point game. Oh, I missed it. We had a 23-19 earlier. I missed pointing it out.
23-19.
Missed pointing it out. Served by Ricky Shantz. Down by 3, and that's an ace.
Oh, boy.
Down by 2.
Making it interesting.
Don't count out the sweep yet.
You got who you want back there serving right now, that's for sure.
Served by Shantz. And good read by Sanders. Chandler backs at right side. Mitchell. Great dig by Peterson. Shantz calms it down. Goes to Stout, and it rolls off of her right hand instead of squaring it up, and it goes out of bounds. Set point, Team Chandler, and it's Jody Bruce Mitchell. Set point for Team Chandler. Received by Drew. Peterson goes left side. Gerard blocked and then sent back by Gerard for the point. And now Mariah Stout will serve on a match point, or set point rather, for Team Chandler, but Peterson with the ball. Mariah Stout from 2010, first touch. Taylor gets the pass from Chandler, and the pass is low, and it's a 1-point game.
My goodness, getting that little comeback here. Don't speak too early, but still got a little bit to go.
Mariah Stout with a chance to tie it up for Team Peterson, received, and it's an over return and down. That's the set. Unbelievable way for it to end. It's an over return nobody was ready for, and it drops down on the 10-foot stripe. We are going to have a final set to determine the champion of the 2021 Evanston High School Alumni Volleyball Tournament. How about that, Cody Olsen?
How about that? I mean, looked as though that team oh God, my brain is losing it, Elan. My brain is losing it.
Chandler.
No. This left
Peterson.
team over Team Peterson. Why is that so hard to remember? Team Peterson was coming back. They had quite a substantial run, etching it back, just kind of like going back and forth, getting it going just a little bit. And then it just takes one little over return and someone not being ready, and then bam, there it is.
Looks like we're going to switch sides as we started our broadcast around noon. It is 3:26, so it'll probably be around 3:45, 4 o'clock by the time we're
More
done
than likely.
today.
Well, it actually depends on whether or not they're going to 25.
That's
I'm not
true.
sure
We
if they
don't
are
know.
going to 25 or if it's to 15. That is the question that we'll have to have answered in a moment's time. So,
According to the paper, it says best 2 out of 3 to 25, but it could, I mean, it just may be an unspoken rule that last set is a lot shorter. It's going to be Team Chandler with the serve. It's Sanders with an ace to start it out. Good start for Brianna Sanders from 2010. To serve again. Serve received Giroux, back row. Peterson mishandles it and gets called for a double hit.
I'm alive.
Served by Sanders again. And that's another ace. 3-0 start for Team Chandler.
Wow, getting red hot at the right time, Elan. Championship playoffs is where it counts.
All the bragging rights are
All
on
the
the
bragging
table.
rights. This is huge.
Served by Sanders. Received Giroux. Peterson cross set. Shantz down in the back. And now Team Peterson will get Corey Giroux from 2019 to serve. First touch, back row, Mitchell. Chandler runs up and plays it well. Kirby clears it over the net. Peterson cross set left side shot. Goes out of bounds over the right side. 4-1, Team Chandler. Taylor to serve for Chandler. Hard missile at the back row. Giroux can't control it. It's off of her and out of bounds. 5-1. Taylor to serve again. First touch, Gerard dumps at Peterson, sent back by Mitchell. Peterson passes to Shantz, back row, got it. And Ricky Shantz with the only 2 points for Team Peterson in this third and deciding set, 5-2. on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Served by Gerard, returned by Sanders. Shots, this time on the right side, same area, and plants it in there. These ladies have been playing volleyball since 9 a.m. It's been a fun day, but a long day, I'm sure, for each of them.
Most definitely. You're looking at 6+ hours of volleyball.
Received by Mitchell, sent back over by Chandler, and another send over by Chandler. Mitchell to Chandler. Now Kirby hits it up high, kept in by Drew. Peterson passes shots on the right side. Back row, great dig by Sanders. Mitchell calls off the crowd, puts it on the right sideline. Great diving dig by Drew. Shots, bops it over. Sent back over by Kirby and down on the back line. 6-3 Team Chandler as Aaron Kirby, class of 2010, will go back to serve. Serve received by Shantz. Peterson puts it over, kept alive by Chandler. Sanders, two-hand pushover, and now here comes Shantz off of the block of Chandler. Sent back over as she's the lone guard of the net right now. Chandler back set right side. Mitchell deflected high. Gerard, shots on the right. And still with Team Chandler after it's deflected high, and nobody was ready for where that high ball was going to drop.
Nope, nobody was there. That ball goes high up in the air. It's surprising it came down as a meteor left to earth and then got sent over to a set on the left side. Nobody there to cover it.
Peterson with the serve. Taylor with the first touch. Left side to Sanders. Peterson sends it back for Team Peterson. Chandler now. Right side to Mitchell. Shantz now with the response and puts it down on the 10-foot stripe. And we're almost knotted up. It's a 1-point game.
I like that. Shantz with the response, Elan. You come up with that off the top of your head?
Actually just kind of came out, yeah.
Nice. Good for you.
Served by
Good
Peter.
for you.
Served by Peterson into the net, and Chandler takes the 2-point lead back. Mitchell. Jody Bruce Mitchell from class of 2004 to serve. Receive back row to Rue. Shantz pushes it over with two hands. Chandler calms it down. Left side, Taylor. Peterson puts it back over, and now a chance for Team Peterson. Shots on the right. Trying to find the 10-foot stripe, denied by Sanders. Chandler goes right back to Sanders. Light hit at the 10-foot stripe and finds it. 8-5 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Team Chandler on top. Jody Bruce Mitchell, 2004 to serve again, received by Daru. Here's shots on the right. Great dig by Sanders. Mitchell chases it down, keeps it inside, but has to try to get two of her teammates to run out of bounds to get it, and they can't get there in time. 2-point lead for Team Chandler. Ricky Bruce Shantz from 2000 to serve. Received by Team Chandler and sent back by Taylor, and it's long. 1-point lead for Team Chandler. Shots to serve, received by Mitchell, pushed back over by Sanders on the far side of the 10-foot stripe, and the 2-point lead sustained by Team Chandler.
Now you're just kind of getting a reversal of what's been happening in the first round. Now this Team Chandler with the 2-point lead that's kind of keeping the status quo.
Jess Chandler from that 2010 class. A lot of great volleyball players came out of there to serve. Here's Kirby, another 2010 graduate, received by Daru. Pushed back over by Gerard, received by Kirby. Chandler goes right back to Kirby, drops the hammer off of Daru, and then pushed over by Peterson. Chandler calms it down. Kirby back over the net. Peterson dump set. Great read by Chandler. And a miscommunication between two teammates. Kind of pull someone who is ready to make that set away, and it drops down. 1-point lead for Team Chandler, but Team Peterson's Mariah Stout from 2010 to serve. Man, look at this 2010 class. There is a lot of stud volleyball players.
A lot.
Serve received by Mitchell, left side, Kirby down on the 10-foot stripe. It's worthy to note, I think if I'm remembering correctly from what other people have told me throughout the couple of years I've been here, 2010 was the year that Evanston, this class made it to the state finals. And I think we're starting to see firsthand why.
You can see why, yeah, absolutely.
Sanders serves into the net. Or maybe they made it when they were juniors, I'm not sure. But either way, I'm pretty sure that the class containing Aaron Kirby made it to the finals. Kirby with the attack back row. And in the finals of the 2021 Evanston High School Alumni Tournament, she is starting to catch fire. Served by Taylor. Receive by Daru and out of bounds. 12-9. 3-point lead for Team Chandler. Served by Taylor, barely over the net, and drops down at the feet of Stout. 13-9. Taylor with the serve. That one down on the back line. And right now, Team Chandler going on a bit of a run. Oh, did they take the point back? They did. They originally awarded the point to Team Chandler, but they now award to Team Peterson, 13-10. Received by Mitchell. Chandler goes left side, back to Mitchell. Blocked by Peterson, who takes on the solo block. And it's 13-11 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Ricky Salaga Gerard to serve. Receive back row Sanders. Chandler back set right side. Kirby looking for the back row. Deflected high by Team Peterson's defense. Pushed over by Shantz. Kirby receives. Chandler, Kirby, light hit. Great location by Kirby. You know she's got the ability to just wind back and hammer it. Instead, she just finger rolls it over the net and plants it over. 14-11, served by Kirby. Received by Gerard. Peterson goes to Shantz, off of Kirby and out of bounds.
This is well balanced and well matched up, each of these teams, most definitely.
So I guess what happened was they picked their 4 setters, Chandler, Collins, Sowers, and Peterson beforehand. Then last night, the setters drafted their teams. And that's how they came up with these teams.
I see.
Shantz going for the right side, kept alive by Chandler. Pushed back over by Taylor. Shantz off of Sanders, kept alive by Taylor. Sanders back to the net, clears it out. Peterson with the dump set. Chandler sends it over herself, kept in by Daru. Peterson back to Shantz, who just palms it over. Over return to Shantz. She goes above the net and plants it right at the feet of Chandler. 1-point lead.
Could not make it any closer than this.
Served by Peterson. 14-13 as they trail by 1. Received by Sanders. Mitchell puts it over, kept alive by Gerard. Peterson backs that right side. Shantz looking for the right sideline. Denied by Sanders. Sent over by Chandler. Daru with a great back row dig. Right side Shantz looking for the back line. Denied by Taylor. Kirby goes to Chandler, who clears it out. Daru is just being steady back there on defense. There's Shantz at the net. And now right side Mitchell, deflected high by Gerard. And trying to get to it was Peterson, and she couldn't. The point goes and the victory goes to Chandler. They do play the final set to 15. And Team Chandler takes the 2021 Evanston High School Alumni Volleyball Tournament. We're going to roll through our abbreviated version of a post-game show, as this has been a special presentation and it's been a lot of fun to bring it to you. Our Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. It was great to see all of these, I guess you could say, legends of Evanston volleyball
Absolutely, you could say legends.
Return to Evanston Hardwood to play the game one more time, and it was a lot of fun as Team Chandler takes the victory. Team Chandler featuring Team Captain Jess Chandler, Jody Bruce Mitchell, Aaron Kirby, Brianna Sanders, taking on Team Taylor in the finals with Team Peterson in the finals with Taylor Peterson, Ricky Bruce Shantz, Ricky Solaga Gerard, Mariah Stout, and Corey Drew in the finals. Chandler wins it 2-1. In the semifinals, we saw Team Taylor sweep Team Sowers, featuring Jesse Sowers, Megan Stout, Miranda Critchfield, Haley Barker Hicks, and Alexia Leland. And then Team Chandler beat Team Collins in the semifinals with Kenzie Collins, Lauren Thomas Lubeck, Eliza Cooper Huntley, Kaylee Critchfield MacArthur, and Ashland Rhodes. Really a great time was had by all. This was
time.
All for fun, all for bragging rights. And the bragging rights go to Team Chandler, featuring Jess Chandler, Jody Bruce Mitchell, Aaron Kirby, and Brianna Sanders, as well as Taylor. Congratulations to them. That's your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, or Fast and Fresh Meat. We'll go ahead and do our Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Dentistry for the whole family. Call 307-789-8910 for your appointment today. And, man, there were so many blocks by.
There was huge blocks.
Yeah, huge blocks by Jess Chandler. We're going to go ahead and give one of those. Just pick one.
Yeah, pick the many, right?
Yeah, and that's your Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game. All right, thank you guys so much for tuning in to this special broadcast. Rich Rebel Sports back on the road. Win, Cody Olsen.
Back on the road on Friday, January 7th, and then the next day, a doubleheader against Manila at home. You'll be hearing from Dominique Davis?
Danzy.
Dominique Danzy, as my brain definitely needs a break. You'll see the Rich Rebels playing Colville. You'll be playing North Summit on Friday. And then that doubleheader against Manila. I will be gone for that weekend, but I will be back the following Monday after that. And it should be a fun time.
And for Evanston Red Devil sports fans, we have Evanston Red Devil basketball at the Taco John's Classic in Cheyenne. It all starts Thursday, January 6th, when the Red Devils visit Laramie. A rematch for the boys. First time taking on the Plains women. For the girls, cannot wait. We'll have more info on that matchup as the time draws near. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. A big thank you to Donna Bruce for putting on this event and letting us come and get our broadcasting skills back to snuff so we're ready to go when we hit the road again next week. Big thank you to my broadcast partner, Mr. Cody Olsen.
Thank you, Elan.
I'm Elan Offs, and we'll see you next time the ball flies. Thank you guys so much. Have a happy new year, and take care.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media Incorporated. Thank you for joining us on this First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Red Devil Sports on MyLocalRadio.com. Until next time, go Devils.